Hello everybody, this is Dave Cruzen coming to you on a Saturday morning here from Gallatin County High School as the Gallatin County Lady Hawks will be taking on the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds in a mid-morning clash. Two pretty good basketball teams coming into this. We got the JV contest getting ready to start here in about 5 minutes or so. So I am going to step away for just a moment, get some stuff ready here for my stat sheet, and we will be back in just a few minutes.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to say a huge thank you to this year's broadcast sponsors. Ultra-fast speeds? Check. Future-proof network? Check. Locally owned with local technicians and local customer service? Triple check. Shawnee Communications has built its fiber network to ensure your online lifestyle never skips a beat. Whether you're streaming, deploying smart home devices, or working remotely, Shawnee Communication checks all of your boxes. To learn more, visit www.shawnee.com. Wenzel Lumber Company, located at 7490 Island Riffle Road in Junction, Illinois, are producers of crane and access mats, hardwood cribbling, mine props, timbers, and pin boards. Call 618-269-3286 for all your lumber needs at Wenzel Lumber Company. New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Accord invite everyone to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and Thursday night Bible study at 6 o'clock. They are located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway on Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support Gallatin County schools. Did you know that Banterra has been helping our community thrive since 1975? It all started right here in Gallatin County with Banterra's very first branch in Ridgeway. Today, 50 years later, Banterra has grown to more than 40 locations across 6 states, and they are proud to be based in Southern Illinois. Now, opening an account is easier than ever with Banterra's new online account opening option. You can get started anytime, anywhere. Stop by your local branch or visit Banterra Bank to open your account today. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Are you looking for a place where you can feel like part of the family? A place to grow in faith and connect with your community? We'd love for you to join us this Sunday at the Ohio Valley General Baptist Church in Shawneetown, located at 188 East Church Street. Come as you are. Everyone is welcome. Our Sunday school kicks things off at 10 a.m. Then stay with us for our Sunday morning worship service at 11 a.m., where Pastor Perry Musgraves brings an inspiring message straight from Scripture. Find your church family at Ohio Valley General Baptist Church.
Philosophy of Legence Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Legence, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Legence, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
Shawnee Tree Service LLC is a fully insured local business that provides 24/7 service on storm cleanup. They also provide tree trimming, tree removal, and stump grinding. Contact Gallatin County native Garrett Crane at 618-383-3019 for all your needs. The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would also like to thank the following families and individuals: Larry and Jill Fillingham, John and Kathy Seeley, Terry and Anita Golden, the West family, Nick and Jacqueline Hunt, Mike and Charlotte Pritchett, Patty Winters, the Russell family, class of 1992. A huge thank you to all the sponsors for supporting your Hawks athletics.
And we're back here. We got about a minute and a half to go before the start of the JV contest. Should be a good game today. Talking to Coach Bryce Brazier before the game, and he said, this is a pretty solid team that they're getting ready to play, and I'm sure probably JV and varsity both fall into that category. So if you're just there at home or wherever you are, pull up a chair. We're getting ready to go. We got the JV contest about to get underway. And hopefully my camera is not too wobbly. Had a little issue with that here, so we'll see what we can do there. Try to fix that real quick. There we go. I think we got it pretty good. So, getting ready for this JV game. For the Lady Hawks on the floor, it looks like we're going to have Abby Eastman, Mariah Horton, Greenlee Baker, Harper Fromm, and Claire Hunt. And for West Frankfort, we'll try to get those names for you as soon as we can. Uh, 15, 11, 3, 1. And here's the tip. Tip is controlled by West Frankfort. And we are underway. Number 2 with the ball, that's Rolla. Ball passed underneath. It's going to be last touch West Frankfort. And the Lady Hawks will take over. Abby Eastman brings it up court, gets it off to Harper Fromm, and over to Greenlee Baker, top of the key. Over to Mariah Horton on the left side. Claire Hunt now, top of the key. Greenlee Baker on the left side tries to force it down to Mariah Horton. She's got it. She goes up. She's fouled. And we got a foul coming against number 15. That is Jasmine Griffin of West Frankfort. Her first foul, and going to line is Mariah Horton. She is going to be shooting 2 shots at the 6:30 mark here in the first quarter. Mariah's first shot is up and good. Second shot is off the mark. Rebound controlled by Claire Hunt, but she's going to be whistled for a travel as she was on the ground, moved on the ground. That's a no-no, and that's a turnover on the Lady Hawks, but that's one you can live with, I think. And Frankfort brings the ball up across the floor. Number 2, Rolla with the ball, looking underneath to Griffin. Griffin moves to the middle of the lane. Her shot's up and good. And the Lady Redbirds take a lead over the Lady Hawks. Harper Fromm with the ball for Gallatin, bringing it up court. Off to Eastman. Eastman on the far side to Claire Hunt. Hunt swings it across Mariah Horton. To Eastman in the corner. Drives the baseline, goes up. Her shot is off the top of the backboard, and it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be West Frankfort basketball. Rolla to inbound the ball to number 11. That is Castile. Castile into the corner to McCamish. McCamish out to Rolla. Rolla drives, shoots. Her shot no good. Batted around, picked up by McCamish. No good. Rebound, Claire Hunt tied up underneath by Rolla. And the Lady Hawks will be in charge of the possession arrow. We got a substitution coming in. Jocelyn Oxford checks in. Greenlee Baker will go to the bench. 5:30 on the clock, first quarter. Just getting started, JV contest here. Harper Fromm up across the line. Over the screen by Abby Eastman. Kicks it underneath, tries to get to Mariah Horton. It gets to Oxford. Her shot on the baseline, up and good, and the Lady Hawks jump out to a 3-2 lead. Rolla with the ball for West Frankfort. Top of the key, kicks it down underneath to McCamish. Her shot is hard off the board. Griffin with the I'm sorry, not Griffin, that would be Castile with the rebound in the bucket for the Lady Redbirds. And they jump back on top. So we got a 30-second timeout for Gallatin County. We'll be back in just a second. Frankfort out to an early lead, 4:55 to go, first quarter. Lady Hawks will bring the ball up court. Harper Fromm to bring it across. West Frankfort in a man-to-man defense. Fromm over a screen, tries to kick it underneath. The ball is batted loose. Claire Hunt comes up with it. We get a tie-up underneath between her and a Frankfort player. That would be Castile. And it'll be West Frankfort basketball on the alternating possession. Castile will bring it up for the Lady Redbirds across the timeline. Over to McCamish. McCamish to Rolla, to Griffin. Now to McCamish for three. And it's good. Taylon McCamish with a three from deep, top of the key. 4:15 on the clock, first quarter. Harper Fromm drives. She gets caught up in the middle. Little zone defense that time by Frankfort. Griffin down to Rolla. Rolla loses the handle. It's going to be a loose ball picked up by Abby Eastman, but we're going to be got a foul coming against Ashley Rolla. It'll be her first, team second. Substitutions coming in. Greenlee Baker coming in for the Hawks, and for West Frankfort, number 40. That'd be Shimkus checking in, and number 12, that is Bowling checking in, and checking in for the Hawks, Jalen Abel. So Abby Eastman will go to the bench. Both teams testing me out with some substitutions this morning. Oxford into the corner to Hunt. Hunt looks underneath, nothing there. Out to Baker. She tries to get it into Abel. It's knocked away and stolen by Castile. Castile will bring it up court. Kicks it over to number 12, new player in the game. That would be Bowling. Bowling out to Rolla. Rolla down in the corner to Castile. Up to Rolla. Over to Bowling. To Castile on the far side. Tries to get it underneath to Shimkus. It's stolen by Claire Hunt. She loses the handle as she was heading up court. And Lady Hawks will turn it over. 3:30 to go. First quarter. Lady Hawks trail it by 4. Castile to inbound the ball for West Frankfort into Rolla. Over to Castile on the left side. Back to Rolla, top of the key. She works to the right side, now gets it off to Bowling. Bowling over a screen. Looking for some help. Back out to Grisham. Grisham to Bowling. She decides to fire the three. No one was around her. Good idea. Rebound Castile. Her shot no good. Rebound's batted out. Rolla comes up with it to Bowling, top of the key. And the Lady Hawks will start over. Or Lady Redbirds, rather, will start over. To Grisham. Now out to Bowling. Castile over to Rolla. Down to Castile. Now to Grisham. Her drive in the middle of the lane is blocked, but a foul coming. Foul whistled against number 1, Jocelyn Oxford. That will be her first, and it'll be the team first on the Hawks. At the line is Naylee Grisham. Her first shot is no good. Harper Fromm checking back in for the Lady Hawks as Claire Hunt will go to the bench. They'll reshuffle the line there on the free throw lane. Second shot up and good by Grisham. And the Lady Redbirds extend their lead to 5 with 2 minutes 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. JV game. Greenlee Baker to Harper Fromm on the give and go. Now to Abel. Abel drives the baseline. Her shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Grisham of West Frankfort. Gets it off to Bowling, and here come the Lady Redbirds. Rolla in the corner to Castile. She's going to go baseline. Looking for help. Back out to Rolla just inside the three-point line. Her shot is good. Lady Hawks down by 6. Lady Hawks JV team. Oh, there's a steal up top by, I believe that was number 2. That is that number 3. That is 12, rather, Bowling. Started to say the Lady Hawks JV squad had a victory last night over El Dorado here. In just a JV-only contest. Both teams needing to get their JV teams some playing time. Bri Horton over to Oxford. Back up top of the key. Greenlee Baker now over on the right side to Abel. Abel slings it across to Oxford. She dumps it down to Horton, middle of the lane. Her shot partially blocked, but a foul coming against Shimkus. And Mariah Horton will go to the line to shoot 2 with 1:30, minute 33 rather, on the clock. First shot is no good, off the back iron. Nice crowd funneling in here for Saturday morning. Both schools represented well. Mariah's second shot up and good. And checking in for the Lady Hawks, McKenna Abbott and Sophie Wergel. 12-4 our score, 1:30 to go in the first quarter. Rolla with the ball. She is covered up and a foul coming. Greenlee Baker whistled for the foul. That'll be her first. It'll be the team second. Bowling to inbound the ball off to Rolla. Rolla looking for some help. Kicks it down in the corner to Castile. Dumps it underneath the Shimkus. Her shot is up and good. Good ball movement there by West Frankfort. And they extend their lead to 10 points. From across to Wergel. Wergel works the right side over a screen by Abby Eastman. Tries to get it down low now, up top to Abby. Underneath the Wergel, middle of the lane. She is in trouble, gets it out to Eastman. Eastman drives, shoots from the baseline, no good. Rebound fought for, and we're going to have a tie up there. McKenna Abbott and number 14, Stanley, who has checked into the game for West Frankfort. Lady Hawk basketball on the alternating possession. And number 1, McCamish, is checking in for the Lady Redbirds as Rolla will go to the bench with 53 seconds to go first quarter. Harper Fromm has the ball batted on the inbound, but Greenlee Baker comes up with it over to Eastman, top of the key. Lady Hawks need the basket here before the end of this quarter. Back up top to Eastman, working against the man-to-man defense. She's going to work down toward the baseline, toward the middle of the lane, puts up the one-hander, no good. Rebound underneath Castile. McCamish. They're all wearing black shirts underneath their jerseys. McCamish over to Bowling. Bowling drives the baseline. We're going to have a carrying call down there, so a turnover. And it will be Lady Hawk basketball with 23 seconds on the clock. Harper Fromm to bring it up. Good opportunity for the Lady Hawks to get the last shot of the quarter, get a bucket. Draw a little closer. Out to Greenlee Baker just inside the three-point line. Her shot no good. Rebound Bowling. Bowling will bring it up for West Frankfort. Flings it ahead to Shimkus. Her shot is up and good. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Lady Hawks trail it 16-4. And we'll be back in just a moment. We'll get about 15 seconds to go here before the start of the second quarter. Lady Hawks, not a great first quarter for them, but you kind of have to give a lot more credit to West Frankfort. They had a good first quarter. Moved the basketball well, rebounded well, and Lady Hawks just need to have a nice second quarter here and get themselves going. It will be, looks to be, West Frankfort basketball to start this second quarter. For the Lady Hawks, Abby Eastman, Claire Hunt, Harper Fromm, Mariah Horton, and Greenlee Baker on the floor. And we'll get you the Frankfort players as we come along. McCamish with the ball. Across the line to Rolla. Rolla Underneath, over the head of Grisham. It's going to be last touch West Frankfort, out of bounds. Lady Hawk basketball. So 10 seconds into the quarter, Lady Hawks force a turnover. That's a good start. Now they need to come back down, get another bucket. Get a little closer here. Cut into this 12-point advantage. Redbirds hold. From over to Eastman, now to Horton, way up top to Claire Hunt, top of the key. She dumps it underneath the Horton free throw line. She tries to get it underneath. Harper Fromm tries to make the catch on the baseline, but it bounces off her foot. She tries to save it. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Frankfort basketball, 6:30 on the clock. Castile will bring it up for the Lady Redbirds. Beats a little pressure there by Horton and Baker. Her pass over to Rolla. Rolla will now get it across the line to Grisham. She throws it underneath to Griffin, but it gets away. Picked up by Rolla. Castile out to Grisham just inside the three-point line. Her shot no good. Horton with a rebound. Gets it off to Baker. Baker will bring it up court for the Lady Hawks. Gets it off to Hunt. Hunt out top to Eastman. Eastman underneath to Horton. Horton is tied up under there, but we're going to have a foul coming. And they're searching for the number. Number 11 whistled for the foul. That is Castile. That will be her first, team first. And Mariah will go to the line to shoot 2. 6 minutes to go in the first half. JV contest. Mariah's first shot is short off the front of the rim. Second shot coming. It is up. It is no good off the back of the rim. So she hit every part of the rim there. Rolla over to Castile. Castile back out to Rolla. Her shot from 3 is no good. Rebound. Claire Hunt comes up with a loose ball. Gets it off to Eastman. No score yet. In the second quarter, Eastman's pass ahead to Baker led her just a little bit too far. And the Lady Hawks will turn it over. And Jocelyn Oxford will check in for the Lady Hawks as Abby Eastman will go to the bench. Lady Hawks with a little half-court pressure there. Mariah Horton with the steal. She's going to drive middle of the lane, loses the handle. And we have a foul coming. Number 2, Rolla, whistle for the foul. That'll be her second. She's the point guard of this team, so get her in a little bit of trouble. Might be a positive thing for the Lady Hawks. Harper Fromm to trigger the ball in for the Lady Hawks. She gets it into Hunt, who loses the handle off her knee, out of bounds, and it will be West Frankfort basketball. 5:30 on the clock. Castile brings it up to the pressure, gets it to Rolla. Her pass is ahead over the head of Grisham, and it is out of bounds. So the pressure defense of the Hawks. Lady Hawks force another turnover here against the West Frankfort offense. Harper Fromm to bring the ball up for the Lady Hawks. Cross the line over to Baker. Baker going to make a move down the lane over to Hunt. Now back out to Baker for 3. Her shot is short. Rebound bounces out to Hunt. Her shot is short. Rolla with the rebound. She is covered up down there by Mariah Horton. We got a jump ball, and it'll be Gallatin County basketball. Mariah tied her up on the baseline. Mariah Horton to trigger it in for the Lady Hawks with 5:01 on the clock. Pass over to Oxford. Oxford immediately gets tied up by Rolla, and it is West Frankfort basketball. A battle of jump balls here on this one. Number 12, that is Bowling, checking back in for West Frankfort. McCamish will go to the bench. And Castile brings the ball up for the Lady Redbirds. Over to Rolla. Works into the pressure. Horton meets her there. Her pass off the foot of the Redbird player Bowling. Horton had it going to the goal, but Bowling with great hustle there came down, knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Gallatin basketball into their own goal. Neither team yet to score a bucket here in this quarter. Harper Fromm inbound, gets it into Horton. Her shot, no good. And she ties up the rebound that Castile had, and it will be Gallatin County basketball in the alternating possession. Hallie Holmes checks in for the first time in the JV contest. Harper Fromm will go to the bench. 4:43 on the clock left in the first half. Her pass over the head of Horton, picked up by Hunt. Hunt is almost tied up, but yanks it away from the defender. Kicks it up top to Oxford. Oxford nearly has it stolen, but comes up with it. She drives over on the right side. Now back to Horton for a long three, and off the board. And the bank is open early on a Saturday here in Junction. Frankfort quickly to their end. Now Bowling has it. She goes for the shot. She is tied up by Claire Hunt, but we're going to have a foul coming against Claire. 4:16 to go, first half. Bowling hit the line for Frankfort, shooting two. Her first shot, no good. Abby Eastman checks in. Claire Hunt will go to the bench. And for West Frankfort, Rolla will go to the bench. And number 5, Elena Campbell will check in for the first time. Bowling's second shot on its way. It's no good off the back iron. Rebound tied up. And we're going to have a jump ball. It will be West Frankfort basketball under their own goal. 4:14 on the clock. Lady Hawks need to stop here and to go down and get a bucket. Bowling gets it into Griffin. Griffin dribbles out, gets it off to Castile. Castile works to the left side over to Campbell. Into the corner to Bowling. Now back up top. Griffin for three, no good. Rebound, Jocelyn Oxford. She throws it ahead to Baker. Baker in traffic has it slapped out of her hands out of bounds. 3:56 on the clock. Lady Hawks to inbound under their own goal. Greenlee Baker looking to get it in. Gets it into Horton. Horton fires another three. No good. Rebound long. Tied up Baker and Bowling. And it'll be Gallatin County basketball. Jalen Abel checks in as Mariah Horton will go to the bench. Abby Eastman to inbound the ball for the Lady Hawks. She flips it in. It is knocked out of Abel's hands and stolen. Bowling comes up with it. Long pass ahead to Campbell. She has to adjust on the run. Makes the catch and the bucket. And the Lady Redbirds push it back to an 11-point advantage. Oxford to Abel, top of the key. Gets it underneath to Holmes. Holmes spins, makes a move. Her shot no good. Gets her own rebound. Goes up. She is going to be fouled by Shimkus. And Hallie Holmes will go to the line to shoot a pair for the Lady Hawks with 3:25 on the clock to go in the first half. First half JV game. Hallie Holmes puts the first one in. Hallie's second shot is going to be short. And Lady Hawks down by 10. .320 on the clock. Bowling dribbles up into the pressure of the Lady Hawks. Through the pressure. Kicks it down underneath to Shimkus. Her shot is no good, but she is going to be fouled. And a foul coming on number 24. That'd be Abby Eastman. That'll be her first. It'll be the team third. And we got a couple of three ladies getting ready to check in for the Hawks. Looks like Claire Hunt, Harper Fromm, and can't tell who the other one is. Maybe Sophie Wargle. First shot from Shimkus is no good. Nope, sorry, it's Mariah Horton. Now Sophie Wargle gets up to check in. Shimkus with the next shot. It is up. It is no good. Rebound fought for. Horton loses the handle out of bounds. It will be West Frankfort basketball. 18-8 our score with 3:12 to go in the first half. Lady Hawks playing a very solid West Frankfort team here. Bowling to inbound it for Frankfort. She is in trouble, and we have a 5-second violation. Good defense there by the Lady Hawks. Nice job on the inbound there. Harper Fromm brings the ball up court for the Lady Hawks. Across the line over to Eastman. Eastman to Sophie Wargle, top of the key, and to Horton at the free throw line. She tries to get it off to Harper Fromm over on the wing, but it is off Harper's hands and out of bounds, and the Lady Redbirds will take over. And a little 1-2-2 pressure. Horton and Harper, and she dribbles through it. Bowling flings it across. The ball is loose. She tried to get it to Grisham. Hunt comes up with the loose ball. She's looking for help. Gets it to Abby Eastman. 2:40 on the clock. Eastman gets it across the line to Wargle. Wargle on the right side. Up top, Harper Fromm. Fromm over to Eastman. Eastman into Mariah Horton at the free throw line. Her pass underneath to Claire Hunt is batted away. Bowling dives on the ball, but we're going to say we're going to have a travel call. She went down and picked it up and then got up. That's a no-no, can't do that. So checking in for West Frankfort, number 1, McCamish, and number 14. That is Stanley, as Castile and Grisham go to the bench. Lady Hawks inbound the ball over the top of Mariah Horton. Eastman comes up with it, gets it to Wargle. Her shot on the baseline, no good. Ball went in and out. Now underneath the Harper Fromm, her shot no good. Same way. Wargle with the rebound, and she gets it to fall. Finally, they get one to go in over that lid that we got on the bucket down there. And Frankfort back up court, throws it through the trap, but it is stolen by Sophie Wargle. So the pressure defense of the Lady Hawks, it's working. We're slowly getting benefit out of it. Wargle, top of the key, goes the middle of the lane. Her shot is batted away. It's going to be out of bounds. It'll be Gallatin County basketball with 1:48 on the clock. Abby Eastman to inbound it for the Hawks. Someone just checked in for Gallatin. I missed that. Pass to Sophie Wargle on the cut. No good. Ball rims off. They are struggling on this end of the floor. Foul coming on Greenlee Baker. That'll be the third team foul on Gallatin, and it'll be Greenlee's second. 1:42 on the clock. Some substitutions there. I looked down at my stat sheet. Missed who that was. Campbell with the ball over to Bowling. Bowling throws it through the pressure defense to Castile, but a foul coming on Sophie Wargle. That'll be Sophie's first, and it'll be the team fourth, so West Frankfort will be in the bonus on the next foul. Bowling to inbound the ball. Going to go back court to Castile. Castile up across the line to Bowling. Bowling tries to get underneath the Shimkus. She does. Her shot is up and good. .120 on the clock. Harper Fromm over to Wargle. Wargle looks to make a move to the baseline, pulls back up top, now flings it across. Harper Fromm nearly stolen. Harper turns, drives, shoots off the board, and scores. Smart move there by Harper Fromm. The Lady Hawks cut it back to 8. Frankfort gets it up court. Nice job on the ball movement there by West Frankfort. They get it underneath the Castile. She gets an easy bucket. About 50 seconds left on the clock. We're back to a 10-point advantage. Frankfort now moving their pressure up just a little bit, but it's still man-to-man. Ball underneath the Horton. Horton turns, shoots, no good. And we have a foul coming. Didn't see who they whistled that on. Sorry, about knocked my camera over there. Foul on number 40, Shimkus. That is her second. I'm sorry, that is her third. And is the team fourth. Mariah at the line shooting 2, misses her first when Hallie Holmes checks in for someone. I believe it was Harper Fromm. 41.8 seconds to go. Lady Hawks down 10. Mariah Horton with her second shot coming. It is on its way. It is good. Lady Hawks back to the pressure defense. Over to Castile. Castile across to Griffin. Griffin flings it across to McCamish. She drives the baseline. Her shot is up and good. Good ball movement by West Frankfort. 25 seconds on the clock. Lady Hawks need to get a bucket here, cut it under 10 before halftime. Holmes drives in the middle lane. Her pass underneath the Baker is knocked out of bounds, but they're going to say last touch. Well, West Frankfort. Wargle. Into Baker, underneath the Wargle. Nice move to the other side of the goal. Little reverse layup there of sorts. 10 seconds on the clock. Frankfort quickly up court. Castile to Campbell, back to Castile. She flips it into Griffin. The ball's loose, batted around, picked up by Greenlee Baker. And that is where we are going to be at the end of the first half. Lady Hawks trail it by 9, 24-15. Oh, sorry, I had some confusion there at the table. They were talking about some stuff. No confusion. Everybody knows what they're doing. So we're going to say thank you to our sponsors real quick, and we will be back here in just a few moments.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to say a huge thank you to this year's broadcast sponsors. Ultra-fast speeds? Check. Future-proof network? Check. Locally owned with local technicians and local customer service? Triple check. Shawnee Communications has built its fiber network to ensure your online lifestyle never skips a beat. Whether you're streaming, deploying smart home devices, or working remotely, Shawnee Communication checks all of your boxes. To learn more, visit www.shawnee.com. Wenzel Lumber Company, located at 7490 Island Riffle Road in Junction, Illinois, are producers of crane and access mats, hardwood cribbling, mine props, timbers, and pin boards. Call 618-269-3286 for all your lumber needs at Wenzel Lumber Company. New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Accord invite everyone to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and Thursday night Bible study at 6 o'clock. They are located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway on Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support Gallatin County schools. Did you know that Banterra has been helping our community thrive since 1975? It all started right here in Gallatin County with Banterra's very first branch in Ridgeway. Today, 50 years later, Banterra has grown to more than 40 locations across 6 states, and they are proud to be based in Southern Illinois. Now, opening an account is easier than ever with Banterra's new online account opening option. You can get started anytime, anywhere. Stop by your local branch or visit Banterra Bank to open your account today. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Are you looking for a place where you can feel like part of the family? A place to grow in faith and connect with your community? We'd love for you to join us this Sunday at the Ohio Valley General Baptist Church in Shawneetown, located at 188 East Church Street. Come as you are. Everyone is welcome. Our Sunday school kicks things off at 10 a.m. Then stay with us for our Sunday morning worship service at 11 a.m., where Pastor Perry Musgraves brings an inspiring message straight from Scripture. Find your church family at Ohio Valley General Baptist Church.
Philosophy of Legion's Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Legions, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Legions, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
Shawnee Tree Service LLC is a fully insured local business that provides 24/7 service on storm cleanup. They also provide tree trimming, tree removal, and stump grinding. Contact Gallatin County native Garrett Crane at 618-383-3019 for all your needs. The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would also like to thank the following families and individuals: Larry and Jill Fillingham, John and Kathy Seeley, Terry and Anita Golden, the West family, Nick and Jacqueline Hunt, Mike and Charlotte Pritchett, Patty Winters, the Russell family, class of 1992. A huge thank you to all the sponsors for supporting your Hawks athletics.
We got about 4 minutes to go before the start of the second half of this one. Let's go ahead and give you some unofficial scoring for the first half. For the Lady Hawks, they were led in scoring by Mariah Horton with 6. 4 points for Sophie Wergel. 2 points apiece for Jocelyn Oxford and Harper Fromm. And Hallie Holmes had a point. And for West Frankfort, they were led in scoring by Shimkus. She had 6. 5 points for McCamish. 4 points for Castile. 2 points apiece for Bowling, Campbell, and Griffin, and Rala. And Grisham had a point. And that is where we are right now. As, like we said, we got about 3 minutes to go before the start of the second half. So we're going to step away for just a moment, and we will be back here in just a few minutes with the second half. About 45 seconds to go here before the start of the second half. And we'll get you the starting lineups here whenever we figure out who we got coming out for the Lady Hawks and for the Lady Redbirds. All right, we're going to start it just a little bit early. For the Lady Hawks on the floor, Mariah Horton, Claire Hunt, Harper Fromm, Abby Eastman, and Greenlee Baker. And it'll be West Frankfort basketball to start things off. Rolla with the ball, gives it off to Castile. Castile, top of the key, working her way in over to Rolla over on the right side. Flings it underneath to Griffin. Griffin turns, spins, shoots. Her shot no good. Rebound Claire Hunt. She gives it off to Harper Fromm, and the Lady Hawks move back to their side of the floor. Fromm over to Eastman, now to Baker, top of the key. Baker over to Mariah Horton on the left side. Down to Abby Eastman on the baseline. She loses the handle on the ball. Now she's going to drive to the hole. Her shot is up and no good. Horton with a rebound. Her shot no good. Eastman's rebound slapped away. And the West Frankfort player, the rebound was McCamish. She tried to bounce it to her teammate, but ends up slamming it off her leg. And it will be Gallatin County basketball under their own goal. Abby Eastman to trigger the ball in for the Lady Hawks. Into Baker. Baker works back to the top of the key over to Claire Hunt on the right side. Hunt tries to get into Horton. Does in the middle of the lane. Horton dumps it down low to Abby Eastman. She loses it, gets it back, goes up and scores. So the Lady Hawks strike first in the second half. Castile with the ball over to McCamish. Now up to Rolla. Rolla's pass underneath to Griffin is batted loose, but we're going to have a foul on 24, Abby Eastman. That'll be her second, team first. And Rolla, Ashley Rolla, to trigger the ball in for the Lady Redbirds. She gets it in over to McCamish. Her shot from just outside the three-point line, no good. Rebound off the hands of Castile, and it'll be Gallatin County basketball. Harper Fromm to bring the ball up for the Lady Hawks. 5:45 on the clock to go, third quarter. Fromm over to Hunt for three, and it's good. Claire Hunt just decides to let one fly right there, and the Lady Hawks cut it back to a 4-point advantage. Castile underneath to Grisham. Her shot no good. Rebound Harper Fromm. And they're going to whistle Harper for a walk. She tried to give it up to someone to bring it up the floor. Decided, no, I can bring it up the floor. Her and the ref have a laugh about it over in the corner. And West Frankfort will bring the ball in. Rolla's pass is stolen by Greenlee Baker. Baker streaks the other end. She's met by Griffin. And we're going to have a foul coming on Griffin. That'll be her second. And the team first for Frankfort. Abby Eastman to inbound the ball under her own goal right here. Into Claire Hunt. Over to Harper Fromm. Harper down in the corner to Eastman. Now underneath to Mariah Horton on the block. She turns. I don't know if she was going to shoot or pass, but she ends up throwing it off one of her own players. Nope, she threw it off a West Frankfort player. The Lady Hawks, 5:12 on the clock, third quarter. Harper Fromm to inbound the ball. She gets it into Horton. Horton goes up and scores. She put a shoulder into the player, went up and put one in the hole. And we got a timeout on the floor. West Frankfort going to take a full timeout. They're going to talk about it, and we're going to take a break. Be back in just a second. So a great third quarter so far for the Lady Hawks as they have Trimmed a 9-point lead at halftime down to 2. As they have gotten off to just a fantastic start. On the floor for the Lady Hawks, the same group that started the half. Fromm, Eastman, Baker, Hunt, and Horton. They were up getting ready to press. Coach Brazier says, nah, let's drop back. Let's just meet them here at half court. Little 1-2-2. Rolla with the ball for West Frankfort. Gets it off to Castile. Castile drags a foot but gets away. Back to Rolla. Rolla moves it on the right side. Lost the handle on it. Don't know if it was knocked out of bounds, but they're going to say no. She lost the handle. And it will be Gallatin County basketball. Eastman into Fromm. 4:50 to go on the clock. Across the line. Over to Eastman underneath to Horton. Horton works to the baseline. Back out to Eastman. Eastman. Across to Claire Hunt. Thought about the three. Didn't take it. She tried to get the ball to Horton, but no avail. Griffin playing good defense down there. They finally do get it into Horton. Her shot, though, is short. They're going to say it was tipped, though, on the shot by Griffin, and it will be Gallatin basketball under their own goal. 4:32 on the clock. Eastman into Horton. On the block, out to Baker, and we have a foul coming, I believe. And number 3, whistle for the foul. That's Grisham. That'll be her first. Team second. Eastman to inbound the ball. Hunt with the ball in the corner. Brings it up to about the volleyball line. And we got a 3-second in the lane call on Mariah Horton. And West Frankfort inbound the ball across the way. Ashley Rolla with the ball across the half-court line over to Castile. Castile back to Rolla. Rolla in the corner to McCamish. McCamish back to Rolla. And she is fouled there by Abby Eastman. And for Abby, that is number 3. Team foul number 2. West Frankfort inbound under their own goal. Rolla. Into McCamish, back to Rolla on the baseline. Her shot no good. Rebound batted out. Harper Fromm tried to go get it, but did not. Now we got a tie-up, and it's going to be Gallatin County basketball. Griffin came up with a loose ball for West Frankfort. She was tied up by Claire Hunt. And another jump ball. Had a few of those in this game. 3:55 to go, third quarter. Ball across to Claire Hunt. She gets it down to Horton, who moves to the middle of the lane. Now takes a dribble, loses the handle. Rolla comes up with a loose ball on the steal. Gets it off to Griffin. Griffin will bring it up across, flings it ahead to Grisham. Back to Griffin. Free throw line extended. Her shot no good. Rebound slammed to the ground. Ball knocked loose, picked up by a Frankfort player. That was Castile, but Horton blocks it out of bounds. So checking in for the Lady Hawks, Jalen Abel and Jocelyn Oxford, as Fromm and Eastman go to the bench, and Rolla goes to the bench for West Frankfort as Bowling comes into the ball game. 3:36 on the clock. Into McCamish. McCamish underneath to Bowling. Back out to McCamish for 3. No good. Rebound Mariah Horton. Gives it off to Oxford. And the Lady Hawks still down by 2 with 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Hunt to Abel. Top of the key. She thought about it. She didn't take it. Gives it back to Baker. Baker looking to make a move. Now we'll pull it back up top. Works right side, gives it off to Oxford. Oxford underneath to Abel. Good look. Her shot is no good. Rebound batted out of bounds by Mariah Horton. And West Frankfort will take over. Number 5, Campbell, checking in for Frankfort as number 1, Taylor McCamish, will go to the bench. Castile across the line, gets to Bowling underneath the Griffin. It's batted away. Greenlee Baker comes up with a loose ball. She loses it in traffic. And a timeout as she dives on the ball. Coach Brazier gets the timeout. 2:51 on the clock. We took a quick 30-second timeout. Lady Hawks still trail it by 2. But like we said, it was been a good third quarter for them. As a matter of fact, I didn't have a score written down at halftime, but I believe the Lady Hawks have held them scoreless throughout this third quarter. So be Lady Hawk basketball across the way at about the free throw line, excuse me. The volleyball line out there, what used to be the old hash mark. Jalen able to inbound the ball, gets it into Oxford backcourt. She works it across to Hunt. Hunt underneath to Horton. Horton spins on the baseline, no good. Rebound picked up by Bowling from West Frankfort, but she's immediately tied up by Jalen Abel. And the Redbirds bring it up against the pressure, flings it ahead to Campbell. Campbell in the front court, her pass is off Bowling's hand. She saves it from going out of bounds, but then takes an extra step trying to get herself set. So the Lady Hawks will take back over at 2:32. Abel into Oxford. Oxford over to Abel. Underneath to Horton, she makes a move to the goal. She is going to be fouled down there by number 40, I believe. That is Shimkus. That will be her 4th foul, if I'm correct. And Horton will be at the line shooting a pair. First shot, no good. All right, just helping the folks here from West Frankfort. They're getting set up for their broadcast of the varsity game. Yeah, we got some confusion here. A couple of substitutions coming in. Now we're ready to go. Mariah Horton with her second shot coming. It is in and out. Rebound. West Frankfort Griffin gives it off to Rolla. Rolla up across the line to Bowling. Bowling into the middle. Batted down as the pass and stolen away by Sophie Wargle. Sophie brings it back up across the line. Gets it off to Greenlee Baker. Baker drives the middle now out to Oxford. Oxford over to Sophie for 3. It's going to be way short. Horton saves it back in to Greenlee Baker. 1:55 on the clock. Sophie Wargle is going to be fouled by Rolla, and that will be her 3rd, and it will be the team 4th foul, I believe. So the Lady Hawks will be shooting on the next foul. Baker. I'm sorry, Wargle inbounds to Baker. Baker looking to drive, gets it to Wargle on the baseline. She loses the handle out of bounds. And West Frankfort will take over. 1:49 to go, third quarter. Checking in for the Lady Hawks, Harper Fromm. Greenlee Baker goes to the bench. Bowling into Rolla. Lady Hawks have dropped the pressure back into just a 2-3 zone. Pass over in the corner. Campbell back up top to Bowling. Bowling looks to make a move, will not make a move. Bounce pass underneath to Grisham, out to Campbell. She fires a 3. Her shot rims off. Rebound fought for, slapped out of bounds, and emphatically the referee calls white ball. 1:28 to go. The Lady Hawks will take over. Still trailing by 2, still pitching a shutout in this third quarter. Fromm to Oxford. Oxford down to the corner to Fromm. Fromm up top to Oxford, slings it across to Abbott. Abbott lost the handle, so now she's in a bit of trouble. Gives it off to Wargle. Wargle looking for help. Misses the screen by Abel. Now Abel sets a screen. Wargle tries to dribble through traffic. She is going to be fouled. Number 5, Campbell. That'll be her first, and that should send the Lady Hawks to the line to shoot. Yes. Gallatin is in the bonus. Sophie Wargle at the line. 1 minute to go, third quarter. Sophie's first shot is no good off the front iron. Sophie's second shot is up and good. And Harper Fromm with a little pressure. Into the front court for the Redbirds. McCamish's pass nearly stolen. Campbell comes up with it. She loses the handle. Rolla comes up with it over to Bowling. Bowling on the left-hand side. Drives back to the middle of the floor. Into the corner to McCamish. McCamish starts the drive, loses the handle. Picked up by Rolla. Rolla covered up by two defenders. We're going to have a foul coming. Jocelyn Oxford commits the offense, and it'll be her second. 37.4 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bowling in trouble, gets it into McCamish. Her pass is errant. It's going to be backcourt. It's going to be a backcourt violation on the Redbirds. Lady Hawks will take over. 32.7 to go on the clock. Jocelyn Oxford to inbound it for the Lady Hawks. Into Wargle. Wargle into Oxford. And she is tied up. Jump ball immediately. It'll be Gallatin County basketball under their own goal. On the floor for the Lady Hawks right now. Oxford, Wargle, Abel, Fromm, and Abbott with 28 seconds to go. Pass into Fromm. Fromm, her pass underneath the Wargle, nearly stolen. Sophie's shot is blocked. Jocelyn Oxford comes up with a loose ball. Up top to Abel, now over to Abbott. Abbott, oh, misses the player underneath. Now she sees her. The ball is loose, batted around, picked up by West Frankfort. McCamish with the ball, flings it ahead, and it's knocked away by Oxford. And it's going to be out of bounds off Jocelyn as she tried to save it back in. 7.4 seconds to go in the third quarter. McCamish into Rolla. Rolla drives. Bounce pass on the baseline. Shot from Campbell up, no good. Rebound Sophie Wargle. And that's how this quarter is going to end. The Lady Hawks pitch a shutout in the third, but now trail it by 1 instead of being down by 9. So a great effort by the Lady Hawks in that third quarter. We're going to step away for just a second. We'll be back with the start of the fourth in just a minute. So we're ready to start the fourth. Lady Hawks trail it 24-23. Like I said, a great third quarter by the Lady Hawks. They threw a shutout during that third quarter. They were down at halftime by, I believe, 9. They are now down 1. And here we go in the fourth. Ball inbounded to Rolla. Rolla over to Castile. Castile across to Rolla. Underneath the Grisham. Her shot no good. Rebound Jalen Abel loses the handle. Mariah Horton tries to save it, but they're going to say it was last touched by. They're going to say it was last touched by Gallatin. One of the officials had said it was touched by Frankfort, but he got some help from the other official. Ball inbounded by Frankfort. The shot no good. Griffin with the rebound and a foul coming. Number 35, Jalen Abel will pick up the foul. That'll be her first. At the line is Jasmine Griffin, shooting 2. 6:43 on the clock left in the game. Griffin's first shot is up and good. Abby Eastman checks in as Jalen Abel will go to the bench. Griffin's second shot is no good. They said it was a violation on the free throw line. And the Lady Hawks will take over, 25-23, Frankfort on top, 6:40 to go in the JV contest. Fromm into the front court to Eastman, underneath to Horton. Horton spins to the baseline, kicks it back out to Eastman. She drives down to Horton on the baseline, nearly loses it, gets the shot up and scores, and the Lady Hawks have come all the way back and tied this one up. Into the front court now, Rolla over to Castile. Castile works to the left side, went to the baseline, kicks it back up top. 3-point shot from Rolla, no good. Rebound fought for Claire Hunt, comes down with a loose ball, gives it off to Abby Eastman. And the Lady Hawks with a chance to take the lead as we close under the 6-minute mark in the ball game. Baker, a deep three, no good. Rebound fought for. Eastman comes up with it. She is going to be fouled on the baseline by number 2, Rolla. That will be her 4th. And it'll be the first on West Frankfort. And we have a Frankfort player down. I didn't see what happened. Looks like she may be holding an ankle. That is McCamish. May have twisted an ankle. So we'll just give her a little guilt time. No, she's okay. Maybe just had the wind knocked out of her. She hustles back to the bench. Number 12, Bowling, will check in for her. Lady Hawks will inbound into their own goal. 5:53 on the clock. Coach Fromm going down to check on the player from Frankfort to see if they need something. Ball inbounded to Horton. Horton dribbles out to the corner, gives it off to Baker. Baker at the wing. Gets it underneath to Hunt. Hunt is working against the defender. Back out to Fromm, who fires a 3. No good. Rebound. Grisham gets it off to Griffin. Griffin, her pass ahead goes out of bounds. And the Lady Hawks will take over the 5:33 mark. Abby Eastman to get it into Fromm. 5.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Fromm across to Eastman. She's met there by Rolla. Pass into the corner by Baker. Baker loses the handle, picks it back up, gives it to Eastman. Eastman, middle of the floor, over to Claire Hunt on the right side, underneath to Horton. Horton turns, spins, shoots. Her shot is in. Nice soft touch on that shot by Mariah Horton. And the Lady Hawks take their first lead of the day at 27-25. Castile gets it in to Grisham. The ball is loose. Griffin comes up with a loose ball, gets it out to Bowling. Her shot is up and off the board and good for 3. And as we stated earlier, the bank is open early here in Junction today. Pass over to Baker. She fires a 3. No good. Rebound. Harper Fromm taps it in to Claire Hunt. Claire tries to go in, makes a move, is slapped out of bounds by a Frankfort player. Checking in for West Frankfort is Shimkus, as Griffin will go to the bench. Got a nice crowd here this morning. Ball inbound to Mariah Horton. Her move to the goal is no good. Ball is loose off Mariah's hands, and it will be West Frankfort basketball with 4:37 to go in the ball game. Frankfort into the front court. Castile over to Rolla. Rolla works the left side underneath the Shimka. She turns, she spins, she shoots. She's fouled by Mariah Horton. And for Mariah, that will be her first foul. And it'll be the second team foul on Gallatin here in the fourth quarter. And Shimkus at the line shooting 2. Her first shot is no good. Checking in for West Frankfort, number 5, that would be Elena Campbell, as Grisham will go to the bench. Shimkus' second shot coming. And it is off the front iron and in. And the Lady Redbirds take a 2-point advantage with 4:20 left to go in the game. Harper Fromm to Greenlee Baker. Baker tries to get it underneath the Horton. It is knocked loose, but we have a tie-up underneath. and it will be Gallatin County basketball. Baker to inbound for the Hawks, gets it into Eastman. Eastman off to Harper from in the corner to Baker. Her shot from three, up and good on the Lady Hawks. Greenlee Baker connects on her first bucket of the night, or the afternoon, the morning, whatever we're into here. Oh, we're going to say the ball was touched by West Frankfort there. It looked like Abby Eastman had slapped it out of bounds, but apparently it went off of a Redbird player. The Lady Hawks bringing up court. Fromm over to Baker on the right side. Baker has it stolen by Campbell. Her pass goes off the head of her own player. Harper Fromm comes up with a loose ball. And we got a timeout on the floor. Bryce Brazier with a timeout for the Lady Hawks. And looks like he wants a full timeout, so I'm going to step away for a moment, get myself a drink, and we'll be back. Lady Hawks lead it by 1. All right, we're back. We got about, he's got a few minutes here. Can't tell how much time's left. Got the timeout timer going. 3:42 left to go in the game. 3:42 is Gallatin County basketball across the way. They're going to line it up. Abby Eastman to trigger it in on the floor for the Lady Hawks. Eastman, Hunt. Ball into Mariah Horton as she streaks to the goal. She is going to be fouled down there by Shimkus, and that is her 5th foul. So Shimkus has fouled out. Griffin will check back in. And that's the leading scorer for West Frankfort that is fouled out of the game. Mariah Horton at the line, shooting 2. Her first shot is up and good. Mariah's second shot on its way. No good off the back iron. Rebound slapped down to Claire Hunt, but off her hands and picked up by Campbell from West Frankfort. She gets ahead to Rolla. Rolla pushes the ball to her end of the floor. Now back up top to Bowling, over to Campbell. Campbell bounce pass to Griffin at the free throw line to Bowling. Back over to Rolla on the right side. She drives the baseline. Her bounce pass underneath goes out of bounds. She was trying to feed it into, I believe it was Castile. And the pass goes out of bounds. 3:25 to go. West Frankfort moving the pressure up. Got a little full court man-to-man pressure by the Lady Redbirds. Abby Eastman gets it into Horton. Horton back to Eastman. Nice job by the Lady Hawks. They got it in and got out of the way. Eastman brings it up across the timeline. Gives it out to Harper Fromm. Fromm to Greenlee Baker. Baker works the right side. We got a 3-second in the lane call on Mariah Horton. Jocelyn Oxford will check in as Abby Eastman will go to the bench. 3:09 on the clock. Lady Hawks lead it by 2. Rolla across the line over to Campbell. Campbell feeds it underneath the Castile. Her shot is blocked by Horton, but the rebound comes out to Rolla at the free throw line. Her shot no good. Campbell with a rebound. She goes up with the putback. She is going to be fouled. And we have a foul coming on Claire Hunt. For Claire, that'll be her second, team third, and Elena Campbell will go to the line to shoot 2. Campbell's first shot rims in. Thought that one was going to bounce off the front iron, but it kind of bounced everywhere and went in. 2:55 to go. Campbell with her second shot coming. It is on its way. Off the board, no good. Rebound, Castile. Loses the handle, gets it out to Rolla. Rolla to Bowling for three, no good. Rebound, Jocelyn Oxford. And the Lady Hawks move the ball to their end of the floor, leading by one with 2:43 to go. Gets it to Baker. Baker drives the lane. Her shot is partially blocked, but a foul coming on Griffin. That'll be her third, and Baker will go to the line to shoot two. Lady Hawks looking to attack, looking to put points on the board. Ooh, may have just got away with a lane violation there to the Lady Hawks. I'm not sure. First shot is up and good. Big free throw coming here by Baker. And it's good. And again, the Lady Hawks fortunate to not get a lane violation on that free throw. Into the front court, Rolla's pass out of bounds. Looked like she was throwing it to Castile. Castile was cutting to the goal. Right behind her out of bounds. Checking in is Grisham. Neely Grisham checking in. And Rolla going to the bench. Jalen Abel in the game now for Lady Hawks. She gets it into Horton. Horton's pass over to Fromm. Fromm looks to drive the baseline, tries to kick it into Horton, but it's knocked out of bounds off of Bowling from West Frankfort. 2:29 to go in the game. Lady Hawks lead it by three. Abel flips it in to Horton. Horton loses the handle, out of bounds, and it will be West Frankfort basketball. Castile. Into Bowling, up ahead to Campbell. Campbell drives right into Horton. We got a jump ball, and it will be West Frankfort basketball, the alternating possession. Bowling to inbound it for West Frankfort. Into Griffin. Griffin on the baseline, fouled immediately by Jalen Abel. And that will be Jalen's second. And it'll be the team fourth. So on the next foul, West Frankfort will be going to the free throw line. Bowling. Into Griffin. Her shot up and good. And a full court press put in by the Redbirds here. Ball into Oxford. Oxford works against the defender down the floor. Ball's going to be out of bounds. We got a foul coming on number 5, Campbell. That'll be her second. That'll be the team second or third. I'm not sure. Team third. One-point ball game. Ball inbounded to Horton. Horton on the block. Spins to the goal. Shoots. Her shot is no good. Rebound off of her hands, out of bounds. 2 minutes to play. And a 1-point advantage for the Lady Hawks. Into Bowling. Bowling ahead to Campbell, who fires a long two and hits it. And the Redbirds back on top by one. Oxford to her end of the floor. We got a foul coming on Campbell. That'll be her third, team fourth. So now both teams will go to the line on the next foul, potentially. Harper Fromm to inbound. Her pass into Horton is batted out of bounds. It'll still be Gallatin basketball. 1:43 on the clock. Abel to inbound it. Into Horton. It is blocked and knocked down and stolen by Castile from Frankfort. Ball ahead to Grisham. Knocked out of bounds by Jocelyn Oxford. Just over a minute and a half to go. Lady Hawks trail it by one now. Griffin on the inbound. Scores again. They run the same play they ran last time, and it worked well. Lady Hawks get it in quickly to Baker. Baker drives the length. Her shot no good. Horton with a rebound. Spins into traffic. Kicks it off to Abel. Her shot is up and good. And a quick timeout for Gallatin County. Jalen Abel with the bucket. Nice pass by Mariah Horton. And we got a full timeout on the floor. Lady Hawks trail it by 1. We'll let you know how much time is left in just a minute when we get done with this timeout. Great effort in this game by both squads. The Gallatin JV squad just had an amazing third quarter. The fourth quarter been pretty well back and forth, but both teams with a great effort in this one. Two very evenly matched teams too, as the score would indicate. Lady Hawks. Half-court diamond press. Brown Horton coming up. Ball inbounded to number 5 Campbell. Over to Bowling. Bowling, middle of the floor to Griffin. Her pass underneath, knocked away and stolen by Baker. Jocelyn Oxford gets it, but she is going to be fouled by Campbell, who is going for the steal, and that should send Oxford to the line to shoot 2. 1:09 left to go in the ball game. Jocelyn Oxford shooting a pair. First shot from Oxford is no good. Big shot coming up here by Jocelyn. Rala will check into the game for the Redbirds as Grisham will check out. Oxford's second shot coming. It's up and good, and we are tied. Claire Hunt checks in for Oxford. 1:09 on the clock, and we are tied up. Ball inbounded to Bowling. Bowling over to Castile. Castile works it up to center court, now gets it across to Rala. Rala underneath to Griffin. Griffin makes a move, middle of the lane. Kicks it back out to Castile, now to Rala. Over on the right side, looks like Campbell with a shot, no good. Rebound Griffin, no good. Gets her own board, goes up, no good. Rebound fought for. Claire Hunt comes out with it. Ball's loose. It's a scrum on the floor. We got a jump ball. It'll be Gallatin County basketball. Terrible camera work by me. Oxford checks back in. Hunt goes to the bench. Able to inbound the ball for the Lady Hawks across the way. Gets it into Baker. Baker drives to the corner, gets it to Horton. Horton spins, shoots, no good. Rebound Oxford. She is going to be tied up. It's going to be West Frankfort basketball. 37.2 seconds to go. We are all tied up. Claire Hunt checking back in as Oxford will go to the bench. Lady Hawks, 1-3-1 pressure, coming half court. Campbell ahead to Rala. Rala's going to drive. She is going to be fouled by Hunt. And Claire picks up her third foul, and that will put Ashley Rala at the line to shoot 2. 32, just a shade over 32 seconds to go in the ball game. They go ahead and whistle in the substitution. Rala's first shot is on its way, and it is in and out. That ball was going down in the net when it popped back out. Rala's second shot on its way. And it's in and out as well, but Castile with the rebound. The ball's knocked loose, picked up by Jalen Abel. Gets it to Baker. Baker in traffic to the other end. And we have a foul coming against Griffin. That'll be her 4th. They're going to say that's her 5th. I had her down for 4. They've got her down for 5. They're the official book. So Jasmine Griffin has fouled out. And at the line with 25 seconds to play, Greenlee Baker shooting a pair. First one is no good. Big free throw coming here by Greenlee. And it is no good. Rebound. Castile from West Frankfort. She is tied up. Gallatin basketball. 23.4 left on the clock. Eastman to inbound the ball for the Lady Hawks. On the floor, Eastman, Wargle, from Horton and Baker. Ball inbounded to Wargle. Underneath to Eastman. She spins, she turns, she fires one up. She's fouled by Ralla. And for Ralla, that may be her fifth. Well, that is her, I'm sorry, that is her third. Must be where I was off on my other one. Abby Eastman at the line, shooting two. Her first shot short. Second shot from Abby on its way. No good off the back iron. Ralla with the rebound. She is covered up there. Her pass is off to Castile. She flings it ahead to Grisham. Ball's loose on the ground. We got a timeout on the floor. Full timeout, 10 seconds to go. All right, 10 seconds to go. We got a timeout on the floor. Setting up for a either a big finish or an overtime here. Both teams drawing up their respective plans. Gallatin will have the ball, so as long as they can get it in bounds and get it up the floor, they have a chance to hold on for the last shot, which I think is probably what Coach Brazier is telling them right now. Hey, let's just let's make sure that we're the last ones to have this basketball. Mariah Horton will be inbounding the ball for the Lady Hawks. 10.9 on the clock. I'm sorry, Sophie Wargle to inbound. Gets it into Baker. Baker back to Wargle. Wargle gives it off to Eastman, loses the handle, saves it back inbounds to Ralla. Ralla underneath her own goal. Her shot is up and no good. And a foul coming on number 12. That is Greenlee Baker. That will be Greenlee's third foul. And Ashley Ralla at the line with 1.1 second left to go to shoot two. First shot is no good. Well, this shot right here will probably determine whether it's a win for West Frankfort or an overtime game. And what? We got a discussion here between the officials. Second free throw from Ralla. No good. Rebound Horton. And that's going to do it. We're going to go to overtime. So extra basketball here in the JV contest. Neither team able to hit a free throw as we get down the stretch. And that has sent us to an overtime period. Lady Hawks may have the advantage. A couple of players from Frankfort are already on the bench with 5 fouls. If I am correct, they also have one other player that has 4 and one with 3, so they do have some foul trouble. Lady Hawks with 3 players with 3 fouls, but going into an extra frame with 3 fouls, not quite as worrisome. both teams in the bonus. So we'll be shooting free throws on virtually all the fouls. For the Lady Hawks on the floor, Horton from Hunt, Oxford, and Baker. Mariah Horton will be jumping center here against Castile. On the floor for West Frankfort, Castile, Campbell, Bowling. Ball's tapped, picked up by Bowling. Bowling drives the lane, bounce pass off to Campbell. Her shot up, no good. Rebound, Mariah Horton. She is tied up underneath. It'll be Gallatin County basketball. West Frankfort with the full court man-to-man pressure. Pass into Horton at midcourt. She loses the handle, picks it back up. Gets it ahead to Hunt underneath. Her shot no good off the rim. Horton with a rebound. Her shot rims in for the Lady Hawks. West Frankfort back to the rim. Rolla in the corner to Grisham. Back up top, Rolla. Her shot from a long two, no good. Rebound Baker. Baker works against Campbell. Loses the handle. It's going to be last touch by West Frankfort. Hunt to inbound the ball for the Lady Hawks. Underneath to Horton. Horton spins. No good. Back out to Baker. Baker drives the baseline. She fires one up. Ball rebounded by Rolla. She dribbles right into Baker. It'll be a jump ball. It'll be West Frankfort basketball with 2:19 to go. 2:19 on the clock. In overtime. Castile ahead to Campbell. Nice fake, nice drive, nice shot. It's up, no good. Got a foul coming. Oh, maybe a sprained ankle there. She kind of came down funny. A look of concern by some of the players from Gallatin. She says she's okay. She walks it off a little bit. That's good. Maybe it was just the initial pain of it. Foul on number 2 for Gallatin. That's Horton. That'll be her second. Abby Eastman at the bench getting ready to check in for the Lady Hawks. As Campbell will be shooting 2. 2:11 on the clock. No good. The first one. Eastman checks in for Fromm. Big free throw coming right here by Elena Campbell. It is on its way. It's off the board and good. And the Lady Redbirds trail up by 1. Ball into Baker. Baker loses the handle, almost walks with it, nearly has it stolen. Eastman comes up with it, gets it across the timeline in time. Abby to Baker. Baker looking underneath. She's going to drive, shoots from the block. Her shot no good. Foul coming on number 3, Grisham. That'll be her second, if I'm correct. And Baker will be at the line shooting 2. Baker's first shot is up and good. Harper Fromm checks in for Abby Eastman. And Jalen Abel is also at the scores table. She'll be checking in for Baker. She makes this free throw. Lady Hawks lead it by 2. 1:47 to go. Second shot on its way, and it's good. And the Lady Hawks push it up to a 3-point lead. Ball inbounded to Bowling. Bowling will bring it up across timeline for West Frankfort. Met in a 2-3 zone, the Lady Hawks. Pass underneath to Grisham, out to Bowling. Her 3 is on the way, no good. Long rebound on the ground. You can tell the girls are tired. Jump ball. They're going to say Gallatin County basketball on the possession arrow. As Baker will check in and Hunt will go to the bench. They were checking at the table to see whether it was the possession was correct. It was. Able to inbound the ball. Into Horton. Her pass ahead to Baker. Baker streaks to the other end. Nice job. Well run on that press breaker right there by the Lady Hawks. And a timeout, West Frankfort, with 1:28 to play in the overtime period. Get a full timeout. Lady Hawks lead it by 5. 1:28 to go in the overtime. We'll be back in just a second. All right, 1:28 to go. West Frankfort to inbound. They're going to take it the length of the floor. Bowling gets it in to Campbell. Campbell brings it up to center court. Met there by Oxford. She herds her down to the corner. Bowling drives all the way down. Goes up for a shot. Her shot is no good, but we've got another West Frankfort player down on the floor. I think she banged her knee as she hit the ground. Hopefully she's okay. Been a rough ball game here for injuries. Had some players took some spills in this one. Oxford picks up the foul. That will be her third. 1:21 to go in the overtime period. At the line is Bowling. Her shot up and good. McKenna Abbott and Harper Fromm checking in as Claire Hunt and Mariah Horton will go to the bench. Second shot from Bowling, also good. Lady Hawks inbound to Harper Fromm. She's guarded by Bowling at the center court. Gets it ahead to Baker in the corner. It's slapped loose by Rawl out of bounds. Last touch West Frankfort, 1:12 on the clock. Abel to inbound. Gets it into Abbott. It is batted out of bounds. Horton checks back in for the Lady Hawks as Oxford will go to the bench. Abel into Baker. Baker dumps underneath the Horton. She spins, she shoots. Her shot is no good. Rebound Abbott. She tries to go back up. She is going to be fouled. Get a foul coming. Number 5, red, that is Campbell. That may be her 5th, and it will be her 5th. So it'll be the third Redbird player to go to the bench with a disqualification as McKenna Abbott will go to the line to shoot 2. 1:03 on the clock. 3-point game here in overtime. Abbott's first shot is short off the rim. Claire Hunt checks in as Harper Fromm will go to the bench. Second shot way short, and it will be West Frankfort basketball. Castile to inbound. Baker comes up to provide a little pressure. Ball inbounded to Bowling. Bowling over to Ralla. Ralla Across the line quickly. Over to Bowling. Bowling fires a three. Her shot no good. Rebound. McKenna Abbott gives it off to Abbott. And we got a timeout. Gallatin County. I don't know if we have any left or not. We do. Full timeout on the floor. 3-point ball game. Gallatin County on top. So Lady Hawks on top by 3 here in the overtime period. In what has turned out to be a very long JV game. On the floor for Gallatin, Claire Hunt, Harper Fromm, McKenna Abbott, Greenlee Baker, and Mariah Horton. 48 seconds on the clock. Pass ahead to Horton. She's at the free throw line, working to the middle of the goal in traffic, spins, shoots, and scores. Big basket there by Mariah Horton. Pass inbounds, nearly stolen, picked up by Castile over to Bowling. Bowling quickly across, looking to move to the corner. Up top to Castile. Castile flings it underneath to number 14, Stanley. Her shot no good. Rebound, far side. Bowling, she drives, shoots the reverse layup, no good. Claire Hunt with the rebound, 20 seconds on the clock, gets it off to Fromm. Fromm, 5-point lead. A lot of chatter, can't make it out. Ball into Horton to Hunt. Hunt drives the lane, shoots, throws it out of bounds. 7.6 seconds left on the clock. 5-point game. Lady Hawks just need to not foul at this point. Ball inbounded to Rala. Rala across the line. She gets it over to Bowling. Her three is on the way, no good. Rebound out to Castile. Her shot up and good at the buzzer, but that's going to do it. Lady Hawks win it 44-41. In a long, hotly contested JV contest. Both teams just battled in that one. So that's where we are at the end of the JV contest. Let's take a look at the scoring real quick for the Lady Hawks, and then we're going to get things reset and get ready for the varsity contest. For the Lady Hawks, they were led in scoring by Mariah Horton. She had 17. Greenlee Baker with 7. Sophie Wergel with 5. 3 points for Jocelyn Oxford. 3 points for Claire Hunt. 2 points apiece for Jalen Abel, Abby Eastman, and Harper Fromm. And Hallie Holmes contributed a point for the Lady Hawks. And for West Frankfort, they were led in scoring by Elena Campbell with 8. 7 points apiece for Castile, Bowling, and Shimkus. 5 points for Griffin, 5 points for McCamish. 2 points for Rolla, and a point for Grisham. And that's where we are at the end of the varsity contest. Or I'm sorry, the JV contest. We're getting ready for the varsity contest. We got about 14 minutes on the clock. We're going to step away for just a moment, and we will be back to get ready for the varsity game.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to say a huge thank you to this year's broadcast sponsors. Ultra-fast speeds? Check. Future-proof network? Check. Locally owned with local technicians and local customer service? Triple check. Shawnee Communications has built its fiber network to ensure your online lifestyle never skips a beat. Whether you're streaming, deploying smart home devices, or working remotely, Shawnee Communication checks all of your boxes. To learn more, visit www.shawnee.com. Wenzel Lumber Company, located at 7490 Island Riffle Road in Junction, Illinois, are producers of crane and access mats, hardwood cribbling, mine props, timbers, and pin boards. Call 618-269-3286 for all your lumber needs at Wenzel Lumber Company. New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Accord invite everyone to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and Thursday night Bible study at 6 o'clock. They are located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway on Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support Gallatin County schools. Did you know that Banterra has been helping our community thrive since 1975? It all started right here in Gallatin County with Banterra's very first branch in Ridgeway. Today, 50 years later, Banterra has grown to more than 40 locations across 6 states, and they are proud to be based in Southern Illinois. Now, opening an account is easier than ever with Banterra's new online account opening option. You can get started anytime, anywhere. Stop by your local branch or visit Banterra Bank to open your account today. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Are you looking for a place where you can feel like part of the family? A place to grow in faith and connect with your community? We'd love for you to join us this Sunday at the Ohio Valley General Baptist Church in Shawneetown, located at 188 East Church Street. Come as you are. Everyone is welcome. Our Sunday school kicks things off at 10 a.m. Then stay with us for our Sunday morning worship service at 11 a.m., where Pastor Perry Musgraves brings an inspiring message straight from Scripture. Find your church family at Ohio Valley General Baptist Church.
Philosophy of Legion's Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Legions, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Legions, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
Shawnee Tree Service LLC is a fully insured local business that provides 24/7 service on storm cleanup. They also provide tree trimming, tree removal, and stump grinding. Contact Gallatin County native Garrett Crane at 618-383-3019 for all your needs. The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would also like to thank the following families and individuals: Larry and Jill Fillingham, John and Kathy Seeley, Terry and Anita Golden, the West family, Nick and Jacqueline Hunt, Mike and Charlotte Pritchett, Patty Winters, the Russell family, class of 1992. A huge thank you to all the sponsors for supporting your Hawks Athletics.
All right, we got about 4 minutes to go before the start of this one. Let's have a little talk about the teams playing in this game today. The Lady Hawks come into this game with a record of 6 wins, 5 losses, 1-0 in the GEC conference. And West Frankfort comes in with a record of 4 wins, 8 losses. Let's break this down a little bit. For Gallatin, their 5 wins have come against Mount Vernon, Indiana, Steelville, Johnson City, Alvarado, Ziegler-Royalton, Wayne City, and Pope County. The 5 losses, Harrisburg, Massac, Hamilton County, Goreville, and then they also lost to a Cobden Shawnee co-op team. So that is the record for the Lady Hawks. For the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds, 4 wins, 8 losses. The 4 wins have come against, let me take a look here real quick, Carterville, El Dorado, Johnson City, and DuQuoin. And the 8 losses, it sounds like a brutal schedule. The 8 losses have come to Vienna, Harrisburg, Carmi, Anna Jonesboro, Pinckneyville, Goreville, Nashville, and Benton. So really strong teams. Of course, many of those are in the conference with West Frankfort in the river to river. But both teams have played some strong competition, and according to speaking to both coaches before the game, Coach Fromm and Coach Brazier, West Frankfort, very solid team, so I expect this to be a pretty even matchup when we get things going. We got about 2 minutes before the start of this one. If you're just joining us, JV game, the Lady Hawks got a victory in overtime in what was just a great back and forth basketball game, especially in the second half. Lady Hawks had a slow first half, a great third quarter to get themselves right back into the game, and then fourth quarter and overtime, back and forth, and just so happened that the Lady Hawks outlasted the Lady Redbirds. So we got about 1:45. I'm going to step away, get myself a drink, and we will get you lineups if we're going to have those, and an anthem if we're going to have that. I'm not sure. Don't see anyone down there that's doing that at this point. We'll be back in just a moment. And it looks like we're getting ready to have a national anthem here in just a few moments. I'm not sure if we're going to. And we're getting ready to go to the anthem, so we're going to spin over here and try to get the flag best we can. All right, we got the anthem there. And looks like we will have the announcement of the starting lineups in just a moment. Looks like A.J. Borland has drawn the duties to do the lineups, unable to play right now due to injury.
In your own Gallatin County Hawks. First, the lineup for the visiting West Frankfort Lady Redbirds. At guard, number 4, Charlie Margelli.
Carly Margelli is at one guard for West Frankfort.
Evan Lemon.
Evan Lemon at the other guard for West Frankfort.
At forward, number 14, Presley Britton.
Presley Britton, a forward.
At forward, number 23, Emma Ridgeway.
Emma Ridgeway.
At center, number 33, Courtney Russell.
And Courtney Russell at the center position rounds out the
And
starting
now
rotation
your own
for
Gallatin
West
County
Frankfort.
Lady Hawks.
And for the Lady
At guard,
Hawks,
23, Hannah Forster.
Hannah Forrester getting the start, a senior.
At guard, number 11, Sophie Warble.
Sophie Wergel, a sophomore.
At forward, number 5, Cadence Holloway.
Cadence Holloway, the lone junior on the team.
At forward, number 20, Riley Russell.
Riley Russell, also a senior.
And at center, 31, Hallie Holmes.
And Hallie Holmes, the sophomore center.
Also coached by Chris Strom and Bryce Brady.
Announcement of the starting lineups, and we are set to go with the varsity contest here. Lady Hawks and the Lady Redbirds getting ready to go. Tipping it off is Hallie Holmes and number 10, that is Evan Lemon. Holmes tips it out. Lady Hawks control. Cadence Holloway with the ball into the front court for the Hawks. Pass across to Hannah Forrester. Her shot just inside the three-point line. Up and good. Hannah Forrester gets the Lady Hawks on the board. And the Lady Hawks beat them with pressure defense. Ball inbounded to Russell. Russell up front to number 4. That is Margelli. Margelli over to Ridgeway, number 23. Her pass is stolen away by Cadence Holloway. She drives, she shoots a little strong. Sophie Wergel's there to follow up. And a foul coming on number 10. That's Lemon. That'll be her first. Team first. Sophie Wergel at the line shooting 2. 7:33 to go on the clock. Sophie's first shot up and off the front iron. Second shot off the front iron, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds. They're going to say last touch going to be off of West Frankfort. Riley Russell to inbound. Gets it into Cadence Holloway. Holloway looks to drive, spins, turns, gives it back out to Russell. Russell works up near the timeline. Over on the right side to Wergel. Wergel looks for Hannah Forrester cutting through. Her pass batted back in her face by Ridgeway. Over to Russell. Russell working against Britton. She's going to drive all the way down to the block. Drops the shoulder, shoots one up, misses. Rebound. Foul on Riley Russell. Going for the rebound. That'll be her first. Team first. And at 7:08, the Lady Hawks turn it over to West Frankfort. Number 4 to inbound. That's Margelli. Margelli into Lemon. Lemon brings the ball up court. Drives past the defender. Drives to the hole and draws a foul. Number 5, that would be Cadence Holloway. That'll be her first. Team second. And Eva Lemon will go to the line to shoot 2. First shot up and good. Lemon's second shot coming. And it's good as well. And West Frankfort now with the full court pressure themselves. Ball inbounded to Wargle. Wargle has it slapped out of bounds. Lady Hawks to inbound in front of their own bench. Russell throws it ahead to Holloway. She drives, she shoots. Rebound Hannah Forrester, no good. Rebound Emma Ridgway. She gets it off to Margelli. Margelli's pass stolen by Russell. Russell back to their end of the floor. Dumps it down to Forrester. Her shot no good. Rebound picked up by Russell out in the corner. Now she dribbles up top of the key to start the offense. Russell down the right side of the lane. Looks to drive. Gets it out to Wargle. Wargle goes baseline, now back out. Up top, Russell. Cadence Holloway, top of the key. Over to Russell. Russell looking for someone underneath. Gets it over to Holloway. Holloway thought about a three, didn't take it. Drives to the middle, loses the handle. We're going to have a foul coming on number 33. That is Russell. That'll be her first, team second. 6:07 on the clock, first quarter. Wargle, backcourt to Russell. Russell will bring it up across the line. Gives it off to Wargle. Wargle on the right side. Goes over a screen from Hallie Holmes. Back out to Cadence Holloway. Dumps it into Holmes. Holmes, her shot up and no good. And a foul coming. Number 33, that will be Russell. That will be her second. Team third. Hallie Holmes at the line to shoot a pair. 5:49 on the clock, first quarter. First shot, no good. Checking in for West Frankfort, number 11. That is Abby Castile. As Russell will go to the bench. Second shot from Holmes, no good. Rebound fought for Hannah Forrester comes up with a loose ball. Her pass across the floor is going to go out of bounds. And West Frankfort will take over with 5:43 to go, first quarter. Ball inbounded to Lemon. Lemon drives, goes baseline, bounce pass to Britton. Britton underneath, scores. West Frankfort with the pressure again. A little bit of a trap. Forrester gets it across to Russell. Russell working against the defender out there. That's Margelli. Margelli knocks it out of bounds. Abby Eastman checks in. Hannah Forrester goes to the bench. Wargle into Russell, backcourt. Russell will bring it up across the line to Wargle on the right side. Down to Hallie Holmes. Holmes dumps it underneath to Cadence Holloway, and we got a foul underneath. Number 10, Red. Lemon, that is her second. Not sure where that happened at, but the referee saw an infraction somewhere. Got another one. 10, Red. And that will be her third. 5:12 to play. And that is the fifth team foul against West Frankfort. And at the line is Cadence Holloway to shoot two. Rala will check in for West Frankfort. Cadence first shot up and good. Cadence Holloway's second shot on its way. And it's good. And Lady Hawks pulled even. Margelli gets the ball in to Rala. Rala back to Margelli. Working against the pressure defense. Pass ahead. Up in the corner is Ridgway. Off to Margelli for 3. No good. Long rebound. Sophie Wargle comes up with a loose ball. Brings it in the front corner over to Holloway. Holloway fires the 3. And her shot up and over the backboard. And it will be West Frankfort basketball. Margelli to inbound the ball. Gets it into number 11. That is Castile. Back to Margelli. Margelli up across the timeline. Over to Castile. Castile to Ridgway. Ridgway across to Rolla. She spins. Her pass is knocked out of bounds. Cadence Holloway slips and falls, but I think she's all right. Ridgway to inbound the ball for Frankfort. Gets it into number 14. That is Britton. Britton back to Ridgway. Ridgway looking to move. Gets it up top. Castile. Castile, middle of the floor. Over to Britton. Britton hits Rolla underneath. Good cut. Nice pass. Foul coming. Sophie Wargle is going to be the offending party on that one. That'll be her first, team third. And Rolla will go to the line to shoot a pair for the Lady Redbirds. 4:22 on the clock, first quarter. First shot up and good by Ashley Rolla. Her second shot on the way. It's no good. Rebound, Cadence Holloway. Cadence brings it in the front court for the Lady Hawks. Over to Wargle. Wargle dumps it down low to Holly Holmes. She spins, she shoots, and we're going to have a foul on 14. Britton. That'll be her first. Hallie Holmes will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Lady Hawks. 4:10 on the clock. Hallie's first shot is short. Second shot, no good. Rebound. Castile. Castile up across the line, flings it ahead to Ridgway. Ridgway across court to Margelli. Her shot up and good. Good ball movement right there by the Lady Redbirds. Russell to Eastman. Eastman back to Russell. Met there by the pressure defense of the Redbirds. To Holmes in the middle of the floor, over to Eastman. Eastman working against the defender. 3:40 on the clock. Down to Wargle. Wargle took one bounce, picked it up, gets it to Russell out near the top of the key. Russell looks to get it underneath. Her pass knocked away and stolen by Britton. Britton up for the Redbirds. Drives. Goes all the way down. We're going to have a foul coming. Riley Russell will pick up her second. Be the team third. Hannah Forrester will check in, and Sophie Wargle will check out. Ball into Rolla. Rolla over to Margelli. Her shot no good. Rebound fought for, out of bounds. It's going to be West Frankfort basketball. Ridgway to inbound. Into Rolla from 3. No good. Rebound. Cadence Holloway. Holloway dribbles through pressure. Brings it up across the timeline. 3 minutes on the clock left in the first quarter. Russell looks to drive. Goes middle of the lane. Kicks it off to Eastman. Her shot from about 10 feet. No good. Rebound Ridgway. Ridgway to Margelli. She flings it ahead to Britton, way over her head. Out of bounds. It's going to be Gallatin County basketball. Sophie Wargle will check back in. And Riley Russell will go to the bench. 2:48 to go, first quarter. Eastman with the ball across the timeline. To Holloway. Back to Eastman. Over a screen by Hallie Holmes. She has room. She drives. She shoots. No good. Rebound Britton from West Frankfort comes down with it. Gives it off to Margelli. Ahead to Ridgway. Ridgway Back to Britton. Britton's going to drive the lane, shoots, has it partially blocked by Sophie Wargle. Wargle comes up with the ball. Back to the Hawk end of the floor. She's going to pull it out, kick it out to Eastman at the top of the key. 2 minutes, 5 seconds on the clock, first quarter. Wargle drives out to Holloway. Holloway around toward the baseline, bounce pass underneath. She was looking for Wargle, but hit a West Frankfort player, and the Redbirds will take over. Britton working against Hannah Forster, top of the key. Now she drives the lane, kicks it off to Ridgeway on a baseline. Across the baseline to Castile. Her shot goes in and out. Rebound by Britton, up and good. The Lady Hawks trying to move quickly. Ball disrupted and stolen by Ridgeway, and she is going to be fouled by Forster. And for Hannah, that will be her first foul. And that will send West Frankfort to the line as Emma Ridgeway will go to the line to shoot 2. Greenlee Baker checks in, and Abby, who was Abby Castillo? No, I'm sorry, who was it set down? Abby Eastman set down. Got confused with my numbers there for a second. Ridgeway at the line, shooting 2. Her first shot, no good. Lady Hawks trail it by 5. Second shot up and good for Ridgeway. Checking in is Melvin, and Margelli will go to the bench. Ball across the line to Baker, now down to Horton in the corner who's checked in, up to Forster. Forster pulls back, over to Baker. Baker, across to Wargle. Wargle. 1 minute, 5 seconds on the clock. Works to the corner, now back up top. Looking for someone to move. Baker moves on the back door, no good. Horton gets the ball. She goes up, she scores. Mariah Horton there to pick up a loose ball rebound and get a bucket for the Lady Hawks. They trail it by 4 with 50 seconds to go. Over to Ridgeway, she fires a 3, no good. Rebound Wargle, fought for, she comes up with it. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Wargle underneath the Holmes. Holmes spins, shoots, no good. Got herself too far into the board there. Horton with the rebound. Her shot no good, and Britton comes down with it. Her pass to middle floor is knocked away by Baker, and Wargle comes up with a loose ball. She drives, she shoots, and we're going to have a blocking foul coming against Melvin. That'll be her first. And at the line, Sophie Wargle with 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. First shot from Sophie is up and good. Took points off the board there. Don't want to do that. Sophie's second shot on the way, and it is good. And the Lady Hawks trail it by 2. Lemon will check in as Britton will go to the bench. 20 seconds to go. West Frankfort taking a risk here, sending in Lemon. She has 3 fouls. All intents and purposes, she is one of their top players. So you'd hate for her to have 4 in the first quarter. She works to the right side. Over a screen, now back, looking for help. Up top to Castile, over to 13. That is Melvin. Her shot no good. Long rebound, and that's the end of the first quarter. And at the end of 1, the Lady Hawks trail it 10-8. We'll be back in just a second. Yeah, we're ready to go for the start of the second quarter. It will be West Frankfort basketball across the way for the Lady Hawks. On the floor, Cadence Holloway, Hannah Forrester, Hallie Holmes, Mariah Horton, and Sophie Wargle. And West Frankfort quickly. Rala on the baseline gets it into Emma Ridgway. Back out to Margelli for three. No good. Rebound fought for. Hallie Holmes gets it out to Forrester. Forrester across the line, working down to the baseline. Now pulls back. Now to the top of the key. Over to Horton, nearly stolen, and Horton comes up with a loose ball. I'm sorry, that's Wargle. My fault. A lot of ponytails out there. Can't tell the numbers sometimes. Pass in to Horton. Horton turns, shoots. No good. Gets her own rebound. And a foul coming against Frankfort. Did not see who that foul was whistled on, so I'm going to rely on the board here. Mariah Horton going to the line to shoot two. Foul was on number 13, Melvin. That'll be her second. Team first. Mariah's first shot, no good. I think this is the last game of the before the Christmas break, and for quite a while for the Lady Hawks. I don't think they play again until the 5th of January as Mariah connects on the second shot. And West Frankfort into their half of the floor. Margelli to Rala. Rala bounce pass underneath, broken up, and a foul on Mariah Horton as she was reaching in. That'll be the first team foul, first on Horton. And West Frankfort to inbound right in front of the Hawk bench. Rala into Margelli. Margelli to Castile. Over to Melvin. Melvin fires the three, and it's up and good. She was just kind of left open there. She decided, hey, I can shoot this, and she can. And as we crawl under 7 minutes to go in the first half, the Lady Hawks trail at 12-9. Pass into Mariah Horton, and she's going to be whistled for a traveling violation as she was trying to make a move toward the baseline. And with 6:51 to go, Lady Hawks trail it 12-9. Ball underneath. Good cross-court pass there from Ridgway to Melvin. We have a foul coming underneath on Cadence Holloway. That'll be her second, team second. And at the line is Tamber Melvin shooting two. First shot no good. Riley Russell checks in. Mariah Horton will go to the bench. Melvin's second shot coming. She misses. Rebound Cadence Holloway. 6:40 to go, first half. Cadence into the front court quickly. Down to Hallie Holmes through her hands. Margelli got it, but her pass was broken up and stolen by Hannah Forrester. Now the pass up top. Three-point shot, Cadence Holloway. And the Lady Hawks tie this thing up at the 6:20 mark. On a three-point basket by Cadence Holloway. Top pass in the corner to Emma Ridgway. Her three no good. Rebound Hannah Forrester. Forrester across the line now. Gives it off to Russell. Russell looking for some help and some movement. Apologize if my camera is moving. It is very unstable up here right now. Holloway on the baseline to Holmes. Holmes, middle of the lane, got away with a double dribble, goes up. Her shot no good, gets her own rebound. Rebound fought for again. And we have a foul coming. Foul on Hallie Holmes underneath, going for the rebound. 5:46 on the clock. And Lady Hawks, Lady Redbirds are evened up. Melvin across the line to Rala. Her bounce pass down underneath the Castile is knocked out of bounds. West Frankfort will inbound under their own goal. 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. Abby Eastman checks in. Hallie Holmes to the bench. Ball inbounded, slapped out of bounds by Cadence Holloway. West Frankfort will retain possession. Ralla into Margelli, back to Ralla for three. No good. Rebound, Melvin. Melvin to Ridgway, cutting to the goal. Her shot is up and good. And Emma Ridgway gets a bucket as she makes a nice cut to the basket right there. Lady Hawks back to their end. Riley Russell with the ball, has it slapped away, lost. Ralla picks it up for West Frankfort. Gives it off to Margelli. Margelli to her half of the floor, guarded by Forrester. Over to Melvin. Melvin to Ridgway for three. It's good. And the Lady Hawks now trail it by 5 with 4:50 to go in the first half. Russell into the corner to Eastman. Back to Russell, cutting the lane. It's going to be off of her hand, but they're going to say no. They're going to say touched by West Frankfort player. Be Gallatin County basketball into their own goal. Wasn't sure there who they were calling that on. Russell to inbound for the Lady Hawks. Bounce pass in. Holloway is knocked away. Jump ball. It'll be Gallatin County basketball. She was tied up down there by number 13, Melvin. Mariah Horton checks in. Hannah Forrester goes to the bench for the Lady Hawks. 4:42 to go. Russell into Holloway underneath. She spins, she shoots, and she scores. Nice pass, nice look there. Cadence with a little soft shot off the glass. West Frankfort's pass up into the front court is tied up between Castile and Eastman. West Frankfort tried to throw ahead of the pressure and ended up in a tie-up, but it's West Frankfort basketball. Melvin goes out as Britton checks in for West Frankfort. And Ralla to inbound the ball for the Lady Redbirds. Ralla's pass is into Castile. Her shot just inside the three-point line is short. Horton with a rebound. Gives it off to Russell. And with 4:20 to go in the first half, Lady Hawks trail it by 3 and have the ball. Russell over to Holloway on the right side. Hits Wargle, cutting the lane. Her shot up and good. We're going to see if it counts. Basket does count. Foul on number 4, that's Margelli. That is her first. And for Sophie Wargle, it's her 4th point of the game, and she will go to the line to shoot one. 4:11 on the clock. Her shot is no good, didn't hit anything, and it'll be West Frankfort basketball. So the Lady Hawks trail it by 1. 4:11 to go in the first half. Margelli with the ball. Met there by Horton. Into a little pressure defense. Her pass ahead to Castile. Castile works down toward the baseline. Now back up. She is trapped up there. And we have a timeout coming. West Frankfort. Oh, we have a foul coming. Sorry, on Mariah Horton. Now a timeout. And with 3:59 to go, the Lady Hawks trail it by 1. Looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. Nice back and forth game here. Trying to figure out where the ball is going to be inbounded. Some question. And now the scoreboard has went off. And scoreboard's back on now. 3:59 to go. And it looks like it will be West Frankfort basketball across the way at the volleyball line. Castile into Lemon. Back in the ball game for West Frankfort. To Castile for 3. No good. Long rebound. Gets her own board. Followed her shot. Good job. Britton tries to get the rebound for West Frankfort. She saves it back into herself. Cannot do that. And the Lady Hawks will take over. Checking in for West Frankfort, number 13. That is Melvin and Lemon will go to the bench. And number 31, Hallie Holmes, checking in for Gallatin. And Mariah Horton will go to the bench. 3:49 on the clock in the first half. 1 point game. Lady Hawks into their half of the court. Riley Russell over to Abby Eastman. Eastman hits Wargle, cut in the middle of the lane. Back out to Eastman. To Holmes, top of the key, over to Russell. Russell looks underneath, gets it to Wargle. Wargle on the wing, back up top to Eastman. Eastman to Russell, who brings it back up top, and the Hawks restart it. To Holloway in the corner. She's going to drive baseline. She's met there and stopped. Out to Eastman. Bounce pass into Russell. Middle of the lane. She spins. She shoots. It's up and good. Riley Russell with her first bucket of the game. And the Lady Hawks take a 1 point lead. West Frankfort quickly up ahead to Britton. Britton hits Melvin, who was driving the lane. We got a foul coming on Riley Russell, as that'll be the 5th team foul, so we will be shooting 2. Will be Melvin, and that'll be the 3rd foul on Riley Russell. So she will be forced to go to the bench for the Lady Hawks. 3:02 on the clock. Melvin at the line. First shot is up and no good. Checking in for the Lady Hawks, Mariah Horton and Hannah Forrester. Russell and Wargle will go to the bench. As Timber Melvin will be shooting her 2nd shot. And it is no good. Rebound, Mariah Horton. Gives it off to Forrester, and here come the Lady Hawks with just under 3 minutes to go in the half. Over to Holloway. Holloway drives to the middle, shoots just outside the lane. Her shot no good. Went for her own rebound, followed her shot. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be off of a West Frankfort player. Couldn't tell if it was going to be off Cadence or if it was going to be off one of the players from West Frankfort. They said Frankfort touched it last. End to Eastman. Bounce pass to Holloway. Out to Forrester. Now out to Holloway. Holloway looking, moves, goes over a screen by Mariah Horton, and a bucket for Cadence Holloway. I looked down, I didn't see what the confusion was there, but I think we had a player that went down and they were helping each other up. I hope everybody's all right. Ball across the line. Britton for West Frankfort has it. She will drive the lane. Gives it off to Castile. Castile loses the handle. Abby Eastman comes up with it, and the Lady Hawks control it with about 2 minutes to go. 3 point advantage. Off to Holloway. Holloway looks to drive, pulls up free throw lane. Her shot up, no good. Gets her own board, goes up. She is going to be fouled while she's on the ground, he says. Number 14, Britton, that'll be her 2nd, team 3rd or 4th. Not sure which. Hannah Forrester to trigger it in for the Lady Hawks. Into Holloway. Holloway underneath the Horton. She bowls her way to the goal and scores. Lady Hawks lead it by 5 with 1:35 to go. Castile drives, kicks it out. Shot from Britton from 3, no good. Rebound fought for. Last touch Gallatin, the West Frankfort basketball under the goal. Greenlee Baker checks in, and Abby Eastman will go to the bench. And for West Frankfort, Lemon will check in, and Melvin will go to the bench. Emma Ridgway to inbound the ball for West Frankfort. Gets it into Lemon, who is cutting in. Her shot partially blocked, no good. Rebound Mariah Horton. She loses the handle out to Hannah Forrester, and Hannah will control the ball for the Lady Hawks. Over to Holloway. Underneath the Horton. Loses the handle again. Spins right into the defender and loses the ball to Emma Ridgway. Ridgway flings it ahead. Britton pulls up, tries to dump it down low to Lemon. She is guarded down there, flips it out to Britton. Britton up to Ridgway, over to Margelli. Margelli for 3, in and out. Rebound, Hannah Forrester. She loses the rebound to Horton. Horton comes up with it. Bounce pass out to Cadence Holloway, and with 50 seconds to go, the Lady Hawks have the ball. Ahead to Forrester. Forrester over to Baker. Baker in the corner to Holloway. Holloway down to Baker. She was behind the backboard. Her shot no good. Rebound Ridgeway, but she has that batted by Horton. Holmes with a steal, dumps it down to Horton. Horton scores underneath on the baseline. 25 seconds to go. Lady Hawks lead it 24-17. Lemon drives the lane, goes up, one-hander up and good. 12 seconds on the clock. Lady Hawks probably going to hold for one shot. Ahead to Baker, off her hands, out of bounds. Coach Fromm saying, why are we in such a hurry? Sophie Wergel will check in. Cadence Holloway goes to the bench. 7 seconds on the clock. Lady Hawks lead it by 5. Margelli gets it in to Ridgeway. She gives it to Castile. 5, 4, 3. She comes down into the corner. Britton for 2. No good, and that's where we're going to be at the half. Lady Hawks lead at 24-19 at the half. And we're going to step away, and we will be back in just a few minutes.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to say a huge thank you to this year's broadcast sponsors. Ultra-fast speeds? Check. Future-proof network? Check. Locally owned with local technicians and local customer service? Triple check. Shawnee Communications has built its fiber network to ensure your online lifestyle never skips a beat. Whether you're streaming, deploying smart home devices, or working remotely, Shawnee Communication checks all of your boxes. To learn more, visit www.shawnee.com. Wenzel Lumber Company, located at 7490 Island Riffle Road in Junction, Illinois, are producers of crane and access mats, hardwood cribbling, mine props, timbers, and pinboards. Call 618-269-3286 for all your lumber needs at Wenzel Lumber Company. New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Accord invite everyone to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and Thursday night Bible study at 6 o'clock. They are located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway on Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support Gallatin County schools. Did you know that Banterra has been helping our community thrive since 1975? It all started right here in Gallatin County with Banterra's very first branch in Ridgeway. Today, 50 years later, Banterra has grown to more than 40 locations across 6 states, and they are proud to be based in Southern Illinois. Now, opening an account is easier than ever with Banterra's new online account opening option. You can get started anytime, anywhere. Stop by your local branch or visit Banterra Bank to open your account today. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Are you looking for a place where you can feel like part of the family? A place to grow in faith and connect with your community? We'd love for you to join us this Sunday at the Ohio Valley General Baptist Church in Shawneetown, located at 188 East Church Street. Come as you are. Everyone is welcome. Our Sunday school kicks things off at 10 a.m. Then stay with us for our Sunday morning worship service at 11 a.m., where Pastor Perry Musgraves brings an inspiring message straight from Scripture. Find your church family at Ohio Valley General Baptist Church.
The philosophy of Legence Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Legence, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Legence, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
Shawnee Tree Service LLC is a fully insured local business that provides 24/7 service on storm cleanup. They also provide tree trimming, tree removal, and stump grinding. Contact Gallatin County native Garrett Crane at 618-383-3019 for all your needs. The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would also like to thank the following families and individuals: Larry and Jill Fillingham, John and Kathy Seeley, Terry and Anita Golden, the West family, Nick and Jacqueline Hunt, Mike and Charlotte Pritchett, Patty Winters, the Russell family, class of 1992. A huge thank you to all the sponsors for supporting your Hawks athletics.
Well, we're back here. We got about 4 minutes to go before the start of the second half. So let's run down some scoring for you for the Lady Hawks. Being led to scoring right now by Cadence Holloway with 9, 7 points for Mariah Horton, 4 points for Sophie Wergel, and 2 points apiece for Hannah Forster and Riley Russell. For the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds, they are being led in scoring by Emma Ridgway with 6, 4 points apiece for Presley Britton and Evan Lemon. 2 points for Carly Margelli and 1 point for Ashley Ralla. And that is the scoring at the half. Lady Hawks lead at 24-19. And we are getting ready for the start of the second half in just a moment. Been a hotly contested first half. Been pretty tight. Both teams playing hard. Both teams dealing with a little bit of foul trouble in the first half. Like we said, this will be the last game for the Lady Hawks before they come back from their winter break. When they come back, I believe, if I am getting this correctly, I don't have a schedule in front of me, January 5th, they have a home game with Edwards County, strong Edwards County team. January 6th, they have a home game as well. Not sure who we have on the 6th. And El Dorado on the 7th of January. And then they finish that week up with a game on Saturday here at home against Christopher, if I have that correctly. So last game before the break, but when they come back from the break, they hit the ground running. 5th, 6th, 7th, and 10th. So 4 games the week they come back. Of course, the Lady Hawks do lead their conference right now with a 1-0 record. This season, only 3 teams in the conference due to Galatia Thompsonville not having a team this year, unable to field a team. So it's just the Lady Hawks, the Lady Pirates of Pope County, and the Lady Cougars of Hardin County. So right now, the Lady Hawks have the lead in the conference, 1-0 with a victory over Pope County. Nice road win over Pope County to boot. That was earlier this week, I believe. And Lady Hawks working their way through this season. Found out recently the Lady Hawks will also be hosting a regional tournament here this year, so it's a great opportunity for them to repeat as regional champions, depending on how the seeds fall and who all ends up in the regional. but that'll be information that we pass along to you much later on in the season. But Coach Fromm, Coach Brazier, they have the girls out to a good start to the season. They dropped their first, I guess it was their first 4 games, but since then they are 6-1 and are playing well, and they're playing a solid West Frankfort team here today. So we are about a minute to go before the start of the second half. Looks like it will be Gallatin County basketball on the possession arrow. Start second half for the Lady Hawks. On the floor, Sophie Wargle, Hannah Forrester, Cadence Holloway, Hallie Holmes, and Abby Eastman to start the second half for the Lady Hawks. And we're waiting to see who Frankfort will send out. Like I said, it was a nice crowd here today for a Saturday morning game. And they have been treated to 2 real good ball games so far. All right, we're ready to go. Clock has been reset. They're counting the number of players, and Sophie Wargle inbounds it, and we are on our way. 16 minutes away from ending this one. Wargle up top is going to be whistled for sliding her foot. She was guarded closely by Britton, and Sophie drug her foot, looking for some help up there. She picked up her dribble up in the corner. It was a bad spot. Lemon with the ball into the front court to Russell. Russell was on the bench with foul trouble in the first half, as was Lemon. Into the corner to Britton. Britton off to Lemon. Lemon works now to the middle of the floor. Free throw line, kicks it out to Ridgway for 3. Good. And just like that, Emma Ridgway nails a 3, and the Lady Redbirds back to a 2-point ball game. Wargle in the corner to Forrester. Forrester, Cadence Holloway at the free throw line. She drives, she shoots, and she scores. Cadence Holloway having herself a nice game so far. Lady Hawks back up by 4. Lemon drives, baseline, kicks it out to Britton. Britton looking for some help. Now she's going to be double teamed. Bounce pass to Russell. Russell misses an opportunity to drive the lane, gets it out to Ridgway, who flings it across to Margelli. Margelli drives, shoots, her shot, no good. Rebound, batted around Ridgway, back out to Margelli, just inside the 3-point line, up and good. Carly Margelli with the basket, and the Lady Hawks lead it by 2. In the corner to Forrester, she tries to hit Cadence Holloway, cut in the lane. They're going to say it was last touched by Lemon of West Frankfort, and it will be Gallatin County basketball on the end line. Under their own goal, Abby Eastman to trigger it in. Off to Wargle in the corner. Wargle spins back to the corner, fires a 3, no good. Long rebound off Lemon's hands, picked up by Britton. Britton of West Frankfort into the front court, gives it off to Lemon. Now over to Russell. Russell, top of the key, back over to Lemon. Lemon up near the top, she's trapped, gets it over to Margelli, down in the corner to Ridgway. Now at Lemon, who cut the lane and scores. Nice ball movement, nice cut there by Evan Lemon. As she gets her 6th point of the game, unofficially. Gallatin back to their half of the floor. Eastman drug her foot, gets away with it, and gives it off to Sophie Wargle. Wargle into the corner to Forrester. Forrester drives, gets it off to Holloway. Holloway goes down the baseline, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds, last touch, Gallatin. Hallie Holmes and Hannah Forrester were fighting for it. Riley Russell will check in, as Abby Eastman will check out, and 5.5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. And I will put that 3rd quarter up here to make sure that we have that. West Frankfort with the ball. Margelli off to Russell. Now to Ridgway. She dumps it into Russell, but Britton comes up with a loose ball. Her shot under the goal, no good. Fought for underneath. Russell fights her way out with it. Going to be last touch, West Frankfort. And Gallatin will take over with 5 minutes, 5 seconds to go. Abby Eastman to inbound. Into Russell. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Russell into the front court. On the right side, goes baseline, going to have a foul coming. Foul on Margelli. That will be her second, team first. Riley Russell into Holloway, down to Russell on the baseline. She spins on the block against Ridgway. Nobody there looking for help, gets it out to Forrester. Forrester, top of the key. In the corner to Russell. Russell dumps it down low to Holmes, off her hands, saved by Abby Eastman, but right to a West Frankfort player. And Lemon will control the ball for West Frankfort. Now she pushes it ahead, down to Ridgway, just inside the three-point line. Her shot no good. Rebound fought for underneath. And we're going to have a tie-up, and it will be, what do we got? I'm going to say last touch Gallatin County. Ball went out of bounds. Ridgway to inbound it. Flips it into Lemon. Lemon spins, middle of the lane. And we are going to have a foul whistled against Lemon. They're going to say it's an offensive foul. That'll be her fourth. That'll be the second team foul against West Frankfort. She has whistled for an offensive foul. Forrester into Russell. Russell across the line. Over to Forrester. Down low to Russell from West Frankfort. It's Courtney Russell. Riley Russell for Gallatin County. Ridgway with the ball in the corner to Britton. Britton dumps underneath to Castile. She spins, she shoots, she's fouled. And it'll be a foul coming on Abby Eastman. That'll be Abby's first foul. Team foul number one for Gallatin. And at the line is Abby Castile to shoot two. 4:03 on the clock. Game is tied. First shot from Castile is up and good. Second shot from Castile coming is on its way. And it rims in and out. Cadence Holloway with the rebound, rips it away from a player. Moves back to the Gallatin side of the floor. Gives it off to Forrester, top of the key, to run the offense. Gives it back to Cadence. Now Cadence will run the offense. Over a screen from Russell. She drives to the baseline, tries to dump it down low. It's stolen by Britton. Britton out to Margelli. Margelli. Her pass is knocked away and stolen by Holloway. And a foul on Margelli reaching in. And that'll be her third. And it will be the third team foul for West Frankfort. Abby Eastman to inbound the ball in front of the Redbird bench. Gets it into Russell. Russell looks to drive, looks to dump it into Holmes. Her pass is knocked away. Courtney Russell with a steal for West Frankfort. She's going to drive the length of the floor. She is going to be fouled by Abby Eastman. That'll be Abby's second foul. And second team foul whistled against the Hawks. Mariah Horton checks in as Cadence Holloway will go to the bench. 3:23 on the clock, third quarter. Ridgway to trigger it in for West Frankfort. Into Rolla for three, no good. Long rebound, out of bounds. It'll be Gallatin County basketball. Gallatin will take over here at the 3:15 mark, trailing by a point. Russell across the line, over to Wargle. To Holmes at the free throw line. Her shot no good. Rebound Courtney Russell from West Frankfort. Gets it out to Rolla. Rolla across the line. Back out to Russell. Over to Ridgway. Fires a long three. No good. Long rebound. Castile comes down with it. Out to Rolla. To Russell just inside the three-point line. Her shot no good. Riley Russell from Gallatin County comes up with it, and we have a timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout. Gallatin County with 2:45 to go, third quarter, and the Hawks trail it by one. 2:45 to go in the third quarter. Abby Eastman inbounds the ball to Riley Russell. Riley up across the timeline. Underneath the Hallie Holmes. She drives, she shoots, she misses. Foul coming on Mariah Horton over the back, trying to get a rebound. Or actually, that is not an over the back foul anymore. That is a pushing foul. There's Rala to Russell. Russell ahead to number 33. I'm sorry, that was Ridgeway ahead to Russell, number 33. Back to Ridgeway. To Britton. Bounce pass underneath the Rala. Rala shoots. It's blocked. The rebound comes down to Ridgeway. Her shot no good. Hallie Holmes with it. Gets it out to Wargle. Wargle drives the length of the floor. Her shot no good. Slapped out of bounds. Going to be the last touch. Off of West Frankfort, they say. And Riley Russell will inbound the ball with 2:10 on the clock. Russell into Eastman. Eastman drives, shoots, no good. Rebound, Courtney Russell of West Frankfort. Ahead to Ridgeway, underneath to Britton. Her shot no good. Hallie Holmes with the rebound. Gets it to Abby Eastman. Eastman over to Wargle. Wargle looking to make a move. 1:40 on the clock. To Riley Russell. Over to Wargle. Wargle going baseline, and she is going to be fouled by Castile. That'll be her first, team fourth. And the Lady Hawks will inbound the ball into their own goal. Checking in is Melvin. Britton going out. Cadence Holloway checking in. Mariah Horton going out. And the Lady Hawks only have 4 players on the floor. Ball into Cadence Holloway. Her shot is blocked by Rala. Out of bounds. And we're going to say last touch by West Frankfort. So with 1:32 on the clock, Sophie Wargle to inbound, gets it into Eastman. Eastman looking to drive against the defender, drives the lane, shoots one-hander, no good. Horton gets it. She is going to be fouled on the putback attempt. Foul on Ridgeway. That'll be her first, team fifth. So the Hawks will be shooting free throws the rest of the way here in the third quarter as Mariah Horton will be shooting 2. Horton, her first shot, up and good. Second shot up and good for Mariah. Lady Hawks lead it by 1. Sorry. Pass ahead to Castile. Her shot no good off the mark. Mariah Horton with the rebound, flings it out. It's knocked loose and picked up by Holloway, who drives the length and shoots. No good. Russell from Ridgeway, from goodness gracious. Russell from West Frankfort with the rebound. Russell from West Frankfort had the rebound, but then a foul was whistled on Baker as she was trying to reach in and get the ball. 1:10 on the clock, third quarter. Harper Fromm checks in, as does Hannah Forrester. Cadence Holloway and Sophie Wargle will go to the bench. And the Hawks lead it by 1. Rala with the ball. Up across the line, over to Ridgeway. Ridgeway to number 13, that is Melvin. Melvin over to Castile. Castile up to Melvin. Top of the key, now to Castile. Into the corner to Rala. Rala to Russell. Russell in the corner to Castile. Her shot just inside the three-point line is good. Abby Castile connects with her first basket of the game. She has 3 points. And the Lady Hawks bring it up court. Harper Fromm off to Baker. Baker drives toward the baseline. Now back out. 25 seconds on the clock. Out to Harper Fromm. Fromm up to Baker. Has her pass knocked away. Baker drives again. Flips one in. We're going to have a foul forthcoming. Foul on number 11. That is Abby Castile. Will be her second, and that will send Grinley Baker to the line to shoot two. 16.7 seconds on the clock. Claire Hunt checking in for the Lady Hawks. First shot no good. And Claire is checking in for Hallie Holmes. Give her a break here in the last 16 seconds. Baker's second shot on the way. It is good. And we are tied, and we got a substitution coming in as Lemon will check in for West Frankfort. Lemon with the ball, across the line, looks to drive, pulls up, free throw line, jump shot up, no good. Rebound Ridgeway, she puts it back up, no good. Horton with the rebound. Gives it to Harper Fromm, 3 seconds. She flings it ahead. Baker fires up a desperation shot, no good at the buzzer. And at the end of 3, the Lady Hawks and the Lady Redbirds are knotted up at 29 apiece. All right, we are getting ready to start the 4th. Lady Hawks and Lady Redbirds tied at 29 apiece. And it's Gallatin County basketball to start the 4th frame. On the floor for the Lady Hawks, Hannah Forrester, Riley Russell, Cadence Holloway, Sophie Wergel, Hallie Holmes. And the ball is inbounded. Riley brings it across the line off to Wergel. Wergel to Riley Russell. Riley drives the middle of the lane, kicks it out to Wergel. She fakes, drives baseline, nothing there. We have a foul coming. A foul on Riley Russell. It'll be her 4th, as she will go to the bench, and Mariah Horton will check in. And West Frankfort will take over at the 7:44 mark. Into Rala. Rala up across the line. In the corner to Castile. Up top to Rala. Over to Ridgeway. Ridgeway to Rala. In the corner to Melvin. Her shot no good. Rebound. Hallie Holmes gets it out to Wergel. Working against the defender. Gives it off to Forrester. Forrester across the line. Out to Wergel. Now Cadence Holloway to Horton. To Forrester. She drives baseline. No look out to Holloway. Her shot just inside the 3-point line. No good. Rebound Ridgeway. And she will fling it ahead to Melvin. Melvin on the other end. Drives back out. Gives it to Ridgeway. Thought about a 3. Gets it off to Rala for a long 2. No good. Rebound Hallie Holmes. She fires one out. Cadence Holloway runs it down. Length of the floor. Drive. Shoots. Scores. And the Lady Hawks take a 2-point advantage with 6:40 to go. Rala on her end of the floor, now over to Ridgeway. Ridgeway to Russell, back to Ridgeway, down to Rala in the corner. Inside to Melvin, her shot up and good. Little turnaround shot by Melvin down there. And the Redbirds tie it back up with 6:15 to go. Cadence Holloway with the ball directing traffic. for the Lady Hawks. She drives in. She is going to be whistled for a double dribble. She had a good idea there, but just had already used her dribble. 6:11 on the clock. Here comes West Frankfort back to their end. Rolla. Over to Melvin in the corner. Knocked out of bounds. Cadence Holloway checking in for West Frankfort. Number 14, Stanley, as Russell will go to the bench for West Frankfort. Ball inbounded to Ridgway. Over to Castile from the free throw line extended. Her shot no good. Rebound Holloway. Holloway brings it up across the line. Works to the right side. Now looking for help into Horton. Middle of the lane. Kicks it out to Wargle. Drives. Shoots. No good. Rebound. Hannah Forster on the backside. She misses. Holmes with a rebound. But we are going to have a foul coming on number 14, Britton. And that'll be her third. And Hallie Holmes will go to the line and shoot 2. 5:43 on the clock. Holmes' first shot is up and no good. We are tied. 5:43 to play. Second shot up, no good. Long rebound. Sophie Wargle comes up with it, gets it to Forrester, back to Wargle. Wargle misses her cutter, going through the lane. Her pass to Horton. Horton guarded out near the three-point line, now doubled. She's looking for help, gives it out to Wargle in the corner. Wargle up top to Holloway, top of the key. Holloway spins, drives the lane, shoots, no good. Rebound, batted out. Ridgway is going to come. I'm sorry, it's not Ridgway. That was Britton. Comes up with it, gets it off to Ridgway. Ridgway back across the line, down to Castile, into Britton. Her pass stolen by Sophie Wargle. Was slapped loose. Sophie picks it up. She drives. She fires one up. No good. Rebound fought for. Emma Ridgway from West Frankfort comes up with a loose ball. She's going to drive the length of the floor. She comes down. She puts up the shot. We got a foul coming on number 2, Mariah Horton. And Mariah will pick up her, could be her 4th foul, if I'm correct. Excuse me. At the line, Emma Ridgway shooting 2. First shot, no good. 4:47 on the clock left in the game. Abby Eastman checks in for Hannah Forrester, and Margelli checks back in as Rolla will go to the bench. Second shot up and no good. Rebound fought for Britton. Good hustle. Slaps it back into Margelli. Her shot no good. Rebound Melvin. And we have a jump ball, and it will be West Frankfort basketball with 4:39 to go under their own goal, as Lemon will check in for West Frankfort. And Castile will go to the bench. Ridgway inbounds it to Margelli, just on the three-point line. Her shot, no good. Rebound. Cadence Holloway comes out with it. Over to Eastman. Eastman works back to the middle of the floor. Now out to Holloway. Holloway dumps it into Horton. Bounce pass on the cutter is stolen by Lemon. Good look, but Lemon stopped it. She flings it ahead to Ridgway in the corner. Her shot is up, no good. Rebound Eastman. Eastman gets it out to Holloway. 4 minutes, 5 seconds to go. Holloway stops and misses the 3. And with 4:04 left on the clock, West Frankfort will take over. Lemon directing traffic for the Lady Redbirds. She drives into the corner to Margelli. Margelli has it slapped loose, but a foul on Abby Eastman. And that'll be her third, team third. West Frankfort to inbound right in front of the scorer's table. Into Lemon. Lemon double teamed, and a foul coming on Eastman. And that will be her 4th. And the team 4th. So the next foul against Gallatin will send West Frankfort to the line. Ball into Melvin, back to Margelli. Over to Melvin, underneath to Lemon. She makes a move, spins toward the block, away from the goal, and scores. Nice shot by Lemon. And West Frankfort takes a 2-point lead with 3.5 minutes left to play in the game. Holloway across the line to Forrester. Forrester looks to drive, nothing there. Might have got away with dragging her feet, I'm not sure. Bounce, the ball's knocked loose off the hands of Margelli. Checking in, Hannah Forrester going to the bench is Sophie Wargel. 3:19 on the clock. Lady Hawks trail it by 2. Into Holloway. Holloway drives, has it knocked loose. She comes up with a loose ball. Underneath. Horton turns, fires, no good. Rebound. Horton gets it back, goes up again and scores. 3 minutes left to play in the ball game, and we are tied. JV game was overtime. Let's hope this one isn't. Ball back up top to Ridgeway, over to Melvin. Melvin shoots and scores. And Lady Hawks back down by 2 with 2:40 to go. Holloway works to the middle of the floor. We got a foul away from the ball. Foul on someone. Foul on number 4, Margelli. That'll be her 4th. Team's 2nd. Bounce pass into Holloway. Holloway directing traffic, said, hey, clear out. I'm going to move. She goes baseline. Bounce pass into Holmes. Nearly goes out of bounds. Holmes saves it back into Forrester. Forrester over to Eastman on the right side. She drives the baseline, flings one up. Ball is fought for, knocked loose, and then thrown out of bounds. And it'll be West Frankfort basketball with 2:19 to go in the game. Lady Hawks trail it by 2. Margelli to trigger it into Lemon. Over to Ridgeway. Ridgeway. Up top to Margelli. Margelli back to Ridgeway. Margelli with the ball. Over to Britton. Britton steps up, fires the 3. Long rebound. And they let it go out of bounds. 1:51 to play. Lady Hawks trail it by 2. Checking in is Sophie Wargel as Cadence Holloway goes to the bench, and checking in is Castile as Melvin will go to the bench for West Frankfort. Sophie Wargel to bring the ball up for the Lady Hawks. Off to Eastman. Eastman underneath the Horton. She bounces it down to Holmes on the block. Her shot up and good. And that's Hallie's first basket of the game. 1.5 minutes to go. Lemon drives the lane, loses the handle, kicks it out to Margelli. Her shot no good. Rebound, Horton gives it off to Wargel. Wargel across the line. Off to Eastman. Eastman gets away with a push. She's going to drive, bounce pass into Horton. Horton spins. Turns back around to Wargel. Fires the 3. Off the mark. No good. Long rebound. Castile comes down with it. 55 seconds left to play. Ridgeway off to Lemon. Lemon resets the offense. Over a screen. Double teamed and a foul coming. Number 24, Abby Eastman, and that will be her 5th. Should be her 5th. And that is 5. And Cadence Holloway will check in for Abby Eastman. 4:29 left to play. The game is tied, and Evan Lemon at the line shooting a pair. Her first shot is up and no good. Courtney Russell checking in for West Frankfort as Britton will go to the bench. Second shot up and no good. Rebound. Ridgway from West Frankfort. She is tied up immediately, and it's West Frankfort basketball. And Riley Russell will check in for Gallatin County as Mariah Horton goes to the bench. 38.9 seconds to go. Ridgway to inbound the ball for West Frankfort. On the floor for the Hawks, Riley Russell, Hannah Forrester, Cadence Holloway, Hallie Holmes, and Sophie Wargle. On the floor for West Frankfort, Castile, Margelli, Ridgway, Courtney Russell, and Lemon. And we have a question here whether it's a jump. And it is white ball. Both books got together on it, and it was white ball. So 35 seconds to go. Up to Russell. Russell is going to drive. She drags her foot, and it'll be a turnover. And West Frankfort will take over with 29 seconds to play. Gallatin County going to go full court pressure here. Margelli to trigger it in for West Frankfort. Into Lemon. Up into the front court. 23 seconds to play. Lemon. Bounce pass to Ridgway. She backs up, she shoots, she scores. 14 seconds to go. And a timeout taken. Gallatin County, 10 seconds to play. And it looks like it is a 30-second timeout. So the Lady Hawks down by 2. They are in possession of the ball. And they will be inbounding across the way at about the volleyball line. A strong effort here today by the Lady Hawks, facing a very solid West Frankfort Redbird team. On the floor for the Hawks, Cadence Holloway, Hannah Forrester, Hallie Holmes, Sophie Wargle, and Mariah Horton. 10.5 to go. And Sophie Wargle to trigger it in. Into Holmes. To Forrester, 8 seconds, 7, 6 on the clock. We got a timeout. 5 seconds to go. 5.7 to be precise. The ball will be inbounded across the way at the volleyball line again. Full timeout on this one. The main focus here, 5 seconds. Gallatin's going to have to get this in and get an open shot quickly. So Coach Fromm is he's drawing it up right now. If you're West Frankfort, what you want to do is you want to try to deny, try to slap the ball loose. If it's you get a hand on the ball, you do not want to foul on a shot. If you're West Frankfort, if you're Gallatin, you're just hoping to get this in and get a good look. So let's see what Coach Fromm has drawn up. It's going to be Sophie Wargle inbounding the ball. And he's got them lined up over there. Sophie to inbound. Here we go. It's into Holloway. 4-3. She fires a long 3. And it goes off the mark, no good, and it will be West Frankfort winning it. Nice look for Cadence. It was a deep 3, and hit every part of that rim. Gallatin will drop this one 39-37. I'm sorry, 37-35. And a great effort by the Lady Hawks. Let's check the scoring on this for them. For the Lady Hawks, they were led in scoring by Cadence Holloway, who had 13. She almost had 16 there with a game winner, but She had 13 to lead the team. Mariah Horton with 11. 4 points for Sophie Wargle, 2 points apiece for Riley Russell, Hannah Forrester, and Hallie Holmes, and 1 point for Greenlee Baker to get the scoring for the Lady Hawks. For the Lady Redbirds, they were led by Emma Ridgway with 11. 8 points from Evan Lemon, 7 points for Timber Melvin, 4 points apiece for Britton and Margelli, 3 points for Abby Castile, and I'm missing one somewhere, 1 point for Rolla, and that is the way that went. So, Lady Hawks drop one here, a heartbreaker, 37-35. Great effort for them. Like I said, they will not be in action again until January 5th when they face off with Edwards County in a home game, and then they also have games on the 6th, the 7th, and the 10th. And I believe they are all home games for the Lady Hawks during that week. As far as the boys go, Monday night they finish off kind of their first part of the season with Galatia here at home Monday night, and then of course they will go into the holiday tournament at El Dorado after Christmas, and they will be squaring off with Hamilton County and old friend Doug Miller, and that will be coming up the first game of the holiday tournament at El Dorado. So, final score today, Lady Hawks drop one to West Frankfort, 37-35. This is Dave Cruzen saying